we'll join that in progress. Hey everyone, how's it going? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Got an interesting one planned for you tonight. Uh, welcome to Gatorbox. I am of course Draco, and it is very hot in this room. Let me get that. I don't have to give up. I don't have to get up. Hey, can you see it if I? Yeah, you can. Remember the first time I saw it, I read online that with the Game Boy camera, if you had an old TV remote, you could like point the Game Boy camera at the thing and be like, I was like, oh shit, that's cool. Fine, whatever. You know, that's science right there. Uh, put that. There it is. Awesome. It's not even on. I don't know why it's not on. This was You thought this game didn't have achievements? Well, it doesn't say retro achievements. It just says we're gonna try to do anything in tonight's game. Hey, before we get into the stream, well, first of all, hello to everybody out there in Fanland. Let me make sure it's actually working. Okay, we are live on YouTube. Every time we try to go live, YouTube is always the one that gets the feed last. I don't know why. YouTube always shows up last. It's got to connect to Google Earth or something. I don't fucking know. I don't get it. So you probably can't tell. I mean, if I look that way, you can't. Wait, no, it's this way. If I look that way, I got a bandage on my face, which is, the camera's kind of off to that side, so it's catching me from this angle, so you probably won't see it. But I mentioned beginning of last week, I had I had a weird skin growth on my face, and it just kind of showed up within the past couple of weeks. I'm like, oh, okay, well it's not good when that happens. So like melanoma kind of runs in my family, so I know like when you have a suspicious kind of growth, you go get it taken care of. And since this is right here on my face, and it's where I shave, I try to be delicate around it, but I keep nicking the damn thing. So naturally, if it's in a place that keeps getting stressed, that's when it can change or it can grow or it can metastasize. A whole bunch of bad shit can happen. You run the risk of that. So went ahead and got it removed. My doctor forwarded me out to the dermatologist because she was like, yeah, I could definitely remove that in my office right now, but since it's on your face, you're probably concerned about scarring. So let me refer you out to somebody who has better instruments than I do. I'm like, yeah, okay, that sounds good. They probably got like a fucking little crazy little thing, like it is like pinch it or something, and it's gone. Yeah, so I get to the dermatologist office here. Woman's been in the practice multiple decades. She's runs it down. We're gonna do this, this, and that. I'm gonna remove it. We'll get a biopsy just in case because melanoma runs in your family. Sure, awesome. Just whatever. You don't need to tell me all this. Just and then I'll be done. I got out of work early for this. Come on. So she gets it all sets up. She marks it, and then they take a photo for part of the biopsy process. She goes and gets her tools. She comes back and she has the little cart, and they have the little syringe with like the lidocaine or whatever to like to numb it, the usual thing. And then I shit you not, she produces what looks to me like a butterfly knife, like a butterfly razor blade, the single blades that you put in the single blade, like to get the really close shave, that they use in like the barber shops. She pulls out one of these fucking things, loose, not in a clip, not in a holder. It's a fucking razor blade. I mean, it has a little contour to it. It definitely, it's not just like the kind you can buy at the fucking hardware store, like a box cutter blade. It does have a contour to it. But I'm just thinking like, my fucking doctor was like, she sent me here because these people at this practice have better instruments. If her idea was of better instruments was coming at me with the straight up fucking razor blade, the hell was she gonna use? Her teeth? Like what? What is this? So, but no, she got it and cut it off, and it's whatever. So that's the band-aids there. So yeah, it's got the Neosporin and shit on it, so it can just heal. So whatever. Just pretend it's not there, okay? Pretend it's not there. So on tonight's stream, you probably noticed the title is trying to do anything in basic programming for the Atari 2600. See, I got the little, this is not the actual manual. This is a bootleg that I made. and it's stapled vertically so I can use it like a notepad. But that's tonight's game. Here's actually the cartridge. Basic programming. Let me tell you a little story about why this game exists. Give you a little primer, a little bit of game. I can't believe it's not gaming. Wow, did you know that was gaming? This can't possibly be gaming. A little piece of trivia. It's not even actually gaming because this is not a game. So the Atari 2600, when it was released, wasn't actually called that. It didn't get the name 2600 until the 5200 came out later, and then it was retroactively called the 26. When it launched, it was the Atari VCS, also known as the Video Computer System. This was 1977. The term video game console, like, that didn't exist. No one thought of that one yet. Nobody knew what to call these things. No one knew what they were. Even, like, if you go back in time and look at, like, if you go back in time, travel back there, and look at the Magnavox Odyssey, which came out a couple of years before the Atari VCS, they didn't call it a video game. They called it, like, an electronic entertainment machine and stuff like that. They did not have a word for it, okay? Didn't exist. So they didn't know what to call this. So it's called a video computer system. Okay, fine. You know, sure. Kind of gets the job done. But some fucking asshole, allegedly, tried to take Atari to court for false advertising because they bought a 2600 or they bought a VCS, and they said, "Hey, motherfucker, you called this thing a computer, video computer system. You said the word, you said the C word, okay? I can't program on this. You can program on a computer. You can't program on this. This ain't a computer." This motherfucker, this guy thought he had a ambulance chaser tier, cut and dry, you ever been hit by an 18-wheeler case? And then Atari goes, imagine going to, this is not how it happened, but you imagine going to court and being like, "All right, I'd like to call to the stand Nolan Bushnell to testify on behalf of the Atari Corporation. Nolan, is it true that you cannot program on the Atari video computer system?" And then Nolan goes, "No, that is not true, Your Honor. Exhibit A, basic programming for the Atari 2600. You can make this, you can do shit. You can program on this fucking thing now. That's, I don't know." I don't know how much this guy was asking for that he could have potentially sued for, but Atari was like, "Okay, well, fuck this guy. Just to spite this one piece of shit person, we're gonna make a whole fucking thing where you can just program on the Atari just to shut this one guy up." Absolute power move. Absolute full-on Chad move on Atari's part. Whoever made that decision. When's the last time a video game company has ever been like, "Fuck that person specifically"? Aside from, like, Nintendo suing, like, random emulator websites just to make an example out of them, when's the last time someone's been like, "This person, I'm singling you out of all these people in the crowd, you right there, fuck you"? That. So, basic program, you might be wondering, well, Draco, you play the Atari with it's got a controller that's got a one button, singular, not plural, one button on it. You can program with that? How you gonna do that? Well, glad you asked. So, Atari just, you know how Nintendo does that thing sometimes where they'll make a peripheral for their system, like one game uses it. Try to name another game that released in North America that uses the Nintendo 64 microphone that isn't Hey You Pikachu. Think about it. You might not be able to do that. Atari released this, the keyboard controller. It's a phone. It's a phone. It's a video game system. It's an iPhone. Yeah, fuck you. So, there's this, but then you're thinking, like, Draco, you only got 12 buttons on there. It's not enough. Not enough letters and stuff on there. It's like, there's at least 26 of those. And you got all the symbols. Okay, well, okay, asshole, look. There's two. There's two of these things. They made two, and literal 30 years before Nintendo thought of it, Doing it from the wrong way. Am I? Yeah, I'm just stupid. Look at that. Nintendo Switch, baby. Click them together. Fucking Joy-Cons right here. Atari Joy-Cons. Bonafide. They should have patented this. They could have sued Nintendo 30 years later saying, hey, that thing you did with the Switch where you can click the controllers on the side, yeah, we did that. We patented that in 78 to fuck one person over who tried to sue us. So we got that. That's how you program. You might be saying, well, Draco, okay, you doubled the buttons. There's 24 buttons. There's still only 26 letters. Okay, well, that's what these are for. These are the hardest thing to find for basic programming. These are the little overlays that go on the system. And they got, you know, I'm sure this'll make sense. There's a button that says halt. Not stop, it says halt. All right. We got all the hits on here. You know how like graphing calculators have the second button, the yellow button you press that activates the alternate function all the buttons have? These have 4. There's all your letters and numbers, I guess. So this one goes on the left. Look at that. That's nice. This one goes on the right. That's where the money is right here, man. These little overlays ain't cheap. Oh, that. Look at that. Isn't that a beaut? Isn't that a beaut? Look at that. The right one doesn't really want to stay on. Why not? What do they do? Playing with 40-year-old plastic and it doesn't want to work. Sure, that's fine. We'll figure it out. And then, of course, I got the manual right here. Look at this. Is a big manual. It's like 24 pages long. Asteroids, Space Invaders, 2 pages. Shoot that, shoot it. Done. You know, there you go. So, I've got the controllers here. So, you probably guessed by now, we are playing this on real hardware. I'm going to pick it up very carefully because it's plugged in. I've got an actual 2600 right here to use with these controllers. It works and everything. And on the back, it's been video modded. So before we play the game, I just want to give shout outs to 1UP Restorations. They didn't sponsor this, not sponsored. I bought this from them, but I thought their prices were extremely fair and they did a great job on it. I don't need audio out because this game has none, but it's there. The service they did, I was thinking, because I've got multiple 2600s, that I was just going to send one of them and be like, yeah, okay, do this, fix it. So what they did, they just sold me the system. They had a system that they modded and sold it to me for $70 plus shipping. So I was like, fine, I'm just not going to fuck around with it. I'll just buy the system. I'll get another Atari and it'll already be done. I don't have to mess with playing shipping tag and stuff like that. $70 for that is a really good deal for what you get. It's a basic video mod. The catch is that they don't include any of the cables. So like the power supply and the joysticks and all that, as well as like I guess the RCA things, because now it uses that and not the other video out. This is you know, it's its own little, just the system only. So it really cuts down on the price. Yeah, they assume you have a power supply and controllers and all that, so you can do that yourself. So we did that. And what I thought was interesting is that they this model, you notice it's got 6 switches. This is the heavy version of it, which is nicknamed the Heavy Sixer. This is like a Generation 1 Atari 2600. There's not really a huge difference in value in console models. They all do the same thing, but I just thought it was interesting. Maybe this is the easiest one to mod. I don't actually know. But I've never owned a Heavy 6 model before. And now I have one. Because I was going to be like, here's the one I have. This is... No, that's not it. Is it? No. This is my Atari from... Actually, let me rephrase it. This is my mom and dad's Atari from when they got married. And then this is the one I played when I was a kid. It's only got 4 switches up here. It's only got 4. Because the 2 switches that are missing are the difficulty switches. They put them on the back because it got confusing with the fucking thing, because There's certain games that have different difficulties, but they don't utilize the difficulty switch. Like Centipede and Dig Dug, you use the game select switch to pick the game mode that has the teddy bear icon, because that means it's easy for kids. You don't actually use the difficulty switch for that. That doesn't do anything. They didn't know what the hell they were doing, so they did that. So this is the wood grain. It's called the Sunnyvale edition because it's in California, I guess. So this is the model that came after the sixth one, and then they had the Vader, which is just all black, like Darth Vader. That's the unofficial name. It's what collectors call it. It's called the Vader. And this is exactly like the Force Switch model down there. It's the same thing. It's just black. So I was gonna send them one of these, but like, yeah, here, do this, but they just sent the whole thing. So I'm like, yeah, it works. It works. I like it. Excited for Looney Tunes movie releases in theaters on Friday. That's the first I've heard about that. Are they bringing back Lola? I had to think of her name for a second. It's like I forgot about her. Hey, Jaggy, welcome to the stream. All right, so we got that. So we got the whole basic programming thing. I gave you guys the lowdown as to why this damn thing exists. So here's what we're going to do. This is kind of a misnomer because it says basic programming. You might be thinking, well, yeah, that's the language, right? Basic? No. This is not 10 print Gatorbox, 20 go to 10. That's not that basic. It's all capitalized on the cartridge because that's they just always style it that way on the cartridge. But if you open up the manual and look at the name of the game, find an example in there. No, they just always capitalize the name of the game in the manual too. So elsewhere, like in catalogs and stuff, it's lowercase ASIC. If the programming language is basic in all caps. This is kind of a misnomer because the labels are always in all capital letters for everything. So a lot of people probably thought this was just basic as in like basic. No, this is basic as in like beginner, starter. The Atari 2600 only has 128 bytes of RAM. Not gigabytes, not megabytes, not kilobytes, bytes. It's got a 1/10 of a kilobyte of RAM. The shell that this runs in eats up like a third of it, meaning you don't really get a lot to work with. So we'll see. I don't even know if you can do anything with this damn thing, and I suck at programming. So we're just going to pop this bad boy in. I'm going to turn it on. I know it works. So we're going to hop on over to this layout here. Oh, hang on before we do that. We got to get going. Tonight's drink, Mega Man G Fuel. Blue Bomber Slushy. And slushy is spelled weird because I would imagine multiple iterations of the word slushy are probably trademarked by other companies. So we've had G Fuel before. This is the powder shit you mix in the thing. I got the shaker cup from Extra Life a few years ago. This is carbonated though, so I'm not gonna shake it. I'm just gonna take a look at this. I've already kind of read the G Fuel cans don't really change from flavor to flavor. It just says the same stupid shit. This is just the Mega Man one. You know, energy, focus, endurance, reaction. And I gotta do the thumbnail face. What flavor is that supposed to be? It's actually not bad. I just don't know what it's supposed to taste like. I don't know what that is. It's like a blue raspberry, I guess, but it's not blue raspberry. You know what it tastes like? We had that Phase Clan thing, or whatever it was. No, the Accelerator. It was like the Bomb Pop thing, and it tasted like shit because it's like all the flavors together. This tastes only like the blue flavor of the Bomb Pop. See, it's what I said. You got to split that shit up. Make 3 different flavors. It works. Just wait for it. It's coming. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What does that mean? What does any of that mean? We got basic programming. Guys, I'm going to put some music on. That's why I got the little... Guys, you ever seen this? You ever heard of basic programming for the Atari? I'm talking, we're programming on the Atari? I thought you just played Combat. I thought that was the Space Invaders machine. What's the deal with that? You mean to tell me you can write programs on this thing? They sold it. Looks like a calculator. You guys seen this? It's like a calculator you plug into your Atari. You can dial it up. You can write program on your Atari. You can make your own Space Invaders. They really shot themselves in the foot. You never got to buy another game again. Alright. Put this music back on. You know what I realized? I'm not gonna be able to hear any of this. Guess I'm gonna change this off of this thing to go to the input. Alright, well you guys can hear the music, that's fine. Oh dude, that looks good. That almost kinda looks like shit because it does the reason why the letters look kinda weird is because the Atari it can't really display sprites. So it does this thing called Venetian blinds, where the characters are staggered in a weird kind of way, so that the letters, they're displayed by lines and they flicker every other frame. But it's probably gonna look bad because I stream at 30 frames a second, and for some stupid ass reason the Atari outputs 60 FPS. Playing Combat 60 frames a second, right? RTX on! Alright. So, introduction.
This shit ain't
Here we
nothing
go.
To me,
Here
man.
we go. Okay, now this is a derivative of BASIC, the programming language. Guess I was incorrect about that. So, this is so fucked up, they tell you might have to adjust the vertical scroll to fix everything. So we got... Hang on. Wait a minute. Are we... So... These are labeled left and right, of course, the things. And they're plugged, like, me looking at the system now. It's on left and right. But the plugs are on the back of the system, so I'm like... Do they mean left, as in I'm looking at it here, so that's the left? Or do they mean when you turn the system around to plug it in, that's the left? I don't... We'll figure. I mean, honestly, I could have these plugged in backwards. I would never even know. The entire stream, I would never know. All right, let's see. We do have some sample programs in here, so we'll do some of those. Press. Okay, so the things where it says game select and difficulty, those do things here. The game select to erase a program and the reset all values. Game reset. Okay, so the switch that's labeled select blanks everything. The switch that's labeled reset returns you to the beginning of the program without erasing the program. That's not confusing. I'm gonna fuck that up. Alright, so left difficulty's got to be in the B position. This will show you where each region is on your display. And the left difficulty is placed in the A, and the graphics will come into view, so if we do that, it... oh, hang on for that. It blinks for a second. It doesn't really want to... Uh-oh. You know what it's doing? I think it's changing the resolution. That doesn't do anything. But that does. When it tries to go into graphics mode, I think it changes the resolution. What's it doing? Oh. Hang on, I think I know what it's doing. Oh. Oh, it's pissing off the capture device. Because it's, yeah, you guys can see that. But I can't. Good. So it is capturing it, but it's not displaying it on my TV because to display that bottom blue area, it's fucking with the vertical blank of the output of the console. It's writing... I think it's writing 1.5 frames to the screen every time it writes a frame, and my capture card is like, dude, I'm not... I'm not doing this. We're not doing this, Draco. We're not gonna do it. So, okay, well, fuck. I wonder if, I wonder if I need... Do I need my splitter for that? Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see if splitting the output... Well, no. Because the capture card can see it. It's just that, I went to screensaver mode. My capture card can see it. It's just that the TV doesn't like what it's doing. So it's the TV, not the capture card. Okay, I'll fit... You know, it's fine. It's fine. Probably should have read this ahead of time, you know, figuring this out. The cursor. Press the left difficulty switch in the B position. Locate the shift. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's changing cut. Look, guys, this is the most I've ever done in this system. Okay, I see what that is. That's the shift key. This cursor is used to input your program. Each of the 4 colors on the shift key corresponds to... Yeah, I figured that out. Okay. Enter the left. Everything that tells you to do is make sure the left difficulty switch is in the B position. Okay. Left difficulty, push the forward. Alright. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Oh. Ah, shit. That... Oh, man, that... All of these things piss off the... Anything that brings the graphics screen up, it doesn't like any of this. Hang on, does that... Oh, shit. So, I should point out this is not a problem with the system. This is a problem specific to my television set. Let me see if splitting the signal will fix that. I honestly don't have any faith it will. But let me just see. Yeah. Let me change off of that real quick. We will now try this again. There it is. Okay. So, if I do this, oh man, that's really dark. I mean, it works now, but holy shit, I can barely see anything. Can I like there we go. I gotta turn that brightness. Gotta turn that brightness way up. Fucking hell! All right, yeah, that's sure. I can see it now. I can see it now. Also, I can confirm that yes, if I do this and disable these things, it will. I can see the graphics thing. So this brings up. Yeah, that's. Yeah, so the whole thing is that's just fucking with the scan lines, and it doesn't like it when you do that. Okay, so I got stack, program. I did the program button. There we go. Okay, that's back. Back to the stack. This overlay won't stay on the controller. It's like bowing out. It's pissing me off. Got it. Got it. Okay. So, removing the regions from the display. Already figured that. They go into multiple paragraphs of what each of these buttons do. Running a program. Let's do a simple program. Make sure the left difficulty switch is in the B position. Remove the stack variables, output, and graphics. Stack. No, I gotta remove the stack. That one. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Cursor will be the cursor will be in the white mode. Yeah. Okay. Change the cursor to blue mode. Got it. Push the A key. A. Letter A. Now change the cursor to the red mode and push the back. Was that backspin? No. Oh. Which one of these is backspace? Because when I see the arrow pointing to the left, I'm like, that goes back a character. When you fuck up, is there no undo? Oh no. Oh no, hang on, there's an erase button. Okay, good. Like, it's okay. I was looking at this, so I'm like, don't tell me out of 24 buttons you didn't give me a backspace, sorry. Now go back to blue and push input B. Changing the cursor to red. Press plus. That's that one. Alright. And the number 2. There it is. So without breaking anything down, are we adding to A the value of B plus 2, and we're saving that to A? Is that what this means? I'm trying to preempt this. Oh, hey, Zahando, we're programming. Also, hi, Roxanne. Program these nuts. Can I even write that? You can't even write that, can you? Maybe. You make an error. Yeah, there we go. All right. Notice that the erase key is not color coded. Yeah, okay. Using the line that you have just entered, let's do an exercise. Push the erase key once. Okay. So it wants us to go back to now enter. Hang on. Enter 1. Change the cursor to white mode. Oh, shit, I did this wrong. +2. Go to white. Ah, okay. Look, we're on the B. Oh, no, I'm piping this music in so that... This game has no sound effects. Backward, now to the right of B, and push erase. To the right of... Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Okay, now I got this. This is to the right of... To the right... Okay. White. Right. Now, there we go. Okay, okay. Now, press A, blue mode, in parentheses. Okay. Then in white mode, forward, forward. Oh, I skipped this. It wants us to make that one. Okay, sure. Move to the end and input new line. What button is that? What button? New line. Ah, it's white. It's this one. Boom. Is there something on the cursor? Hang on. Yeah, there's a 2 there. I don't want that. All right. Okay, so we got this. So now, I guess that was an example of like, oh, if you type it up and you fuck it up, well, you can highlight it and press that, and you change it. Okay, so now we're loading into A, whatever A plus 1 is. So A is just going to keep incrementing every time it loops. So, okay. Input print. On the green mode, we're pressing the print button. Look at that. Print. And then in the blue mode, press A. And then go to a new line. Yeah. Now, with the cursor in the green mode, so it is basic. So you go to, and then in the red mode, put 1. So these numbers are doing double duty here. So basically, what this is gonna do, we never actually specified what the value of A, so I'm assuming it's 0. So A, every time it runs, will load A, the current value of A, plus 1. Save that to A, and then line 2 says we're going to print the value of A, so it's going to be 1. And then step 3 says go to 1, so it goes back to 1. And now A is worth 1, and it's going to be worth A plus 1, so it's 2. And it's going to print 2, and then it's going to go back to that. It's just going to count up a bunch of times. Is that all it's doing? All right. What button do I press? Before we do anything else, let's look at the display again. Well, where does it... Oh, I turned that off. Oh. There we go. Okay. Status. The status shows that we have 52 bytes or symbols of memory remaining. That's what that is. Wow. The speed is set to 30. Put the cursor in the white mode and press the slower key. Oh, yeah, there we go. 8, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 8, 15, 30, 60. Oh, that's a fucked up. Guys, can you guess the next number in this sequence? 1, 2, 4, 8. Guys, what number comes next? Did you say 16? You'd be wrong. It's 15. Then it's 30. Then it's 60. That kind of pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of pisses me off. Alright. Input the speed to 1. There, make it go really slow. Now press the stack key. Stack. There we go. Stack. Press the run halt key twice. Oh man, it's stepping through everything. Yeah, look, it's okay. A is worth 1. Print A. Print A 1. Go to 1. Okay. A 1 plus 1 2. Can we speed it up from here? Can we make it go faster? Okay, let's make it go really... Oh, there it is. Okay, so, oh, we're really... Oh, dude, we're really chugging some gigabytes now. Oh, hang on, wait. Oh. Okay, so I was... I think we... we ran out of memory. The Atari counted to 22 and was like, that's as high as the numbers go. Nothing comes after 22. That's it. You can play blackjack. You can play blackjack because you can hit 21 and you can go one over it, and anything beyond that, it's just gonna assume you lost. The system. That's it. Okay. All right. So I get what's happening. Press the game reset. So if we do this, okay. So it's that we got our 52 bytes of RAM back. There we go. 22 counting to 22 takes up 52 bytes of RAM. How is that? Okay. Programmatically, I'm trying to step this through in my head. I'm like, how do you count to 22 and burn up 52 bytes of RAM? I feel like at most, you know. I don't know. All right. Okay. So that tells us if you make a count, yeah. So you press variables and it tells you what everything is. Output. So can we do? So if we turn off the stack and we hit output and we run that. 1, 2. Are we not? Why are we not? We're not scrolling. That sound means we're out of memory again. Stop the program and erase the gamers. Remove the output. Oh, look, okay. When you do this... Alright, you feel me? Look. What color are we on? Forward. Then from here, look. It knows that you can, like, hit a new line there. And do that. Then we gotta go to green. Gotta hit clear. That burned up 2. Clearing the screen takes up 2 bytes. So now... Oh yeah, look at that! Are we running out of, Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Was it running out of memory because it was printing those numbers to the screen? Because we're getting close to 22 and we're not running low on... Oh, cool. Alright, well, let's speed that up. Alright. How high can the numbers go? I'm guessing it's going to get to 255 and stop. You guys want to see? I don't know. Let's see. This is the first time I've ever made this do anything. Alright. Using the note function. Oh, that's a... Oh, okay. Oh, it counts to 0. I mean, it counts to 100. It only works in 2-digit numbers. They hadn't invented 3 digits yet. You gotta remember, this came out a long time ago. 3-digit numbers, conceptually, were not a thing. Alright? But Draco, the system is called the 2600. That's 4 digits. Yeah, well, it's not 3, is it? They went from 2 to 4. They skipped it. Then they came back and said, oh, we forgot something. Asshole. Alright, hit reset. Okay, that wipes that. Now, we're gonna hit, note is red, note plus 1. There. New line. Green. Red. We're not. Oh, no, shit. No, go back. White. We're not printing anything to the screen, so we can mute that. It's not doing anything. Oh. Okay. Sure. Now. I don't know if you guys heard that. It's just playing notes or something. I don't know. Okay. New line. Now, okay. Well, we're getting into the bread and butter. Every true programmer knows if note oh, we do have an equals. Okay. If note is greater than 6, then which one is note is red. Then note we don't use equals. We specifically use this left pointing arrow to load the value. Oh, now why the fuck did you guys do that? You guys got the letter O and a 0 on the thing at the same time? Yeah, there's a line through the 0. Okay, I mean that's how they differentiate it. Okay. Hey, Orky Bork, basic bitch programming. Yeah, what we got going on here? A little bit basic. He's so basic. With the if-then statements, and more than 6, then change 0. Yeah, it becomes more than 7. Okay, so if we hit stack them up, and then we hit run. Okay, see now it's 6. Then it goes back to 0. Look at that, we're doing it. It's kind of impressive. It's a little bit. It's a little bit impressive. Okay, so we got a new. So it gives us another thing to do where note is loaded the value of C. And then on line 2, C gets loaded the value C plus 1. And then 3, if C is greater than 7, then load 0 into C. And then go to 1. And it plays the note. You get the same results. 7. Nope. Okay. Let's... Ooh, how do we wipe this one? Like that? Okay, good. Let's try this. We're going to blue mode. We're pressing D. D is for dog. Then we're going to red. D is 7. And then we're going to clear the screen. What button is that? It's green. It's this one. That one's clear. Okay. Clear the screen. New line. No. Man, some of these commands are on like different colors and it's throwing me off. Nope. I'm gonna load in. D. D's nuts. D. Then we're gonna print. Print. D. Go to a new line. Okay. Now we're hitting D. Arrow. D. -1. Oh, I hit plus. Uh-oh. Okay, well, that's a good idea. Okay, you fix that by hovering over it. Then you go like that. That didn't fix it. That didn't fix it. Okay. Do forward. Erase. Got it. Nice. See, it's not hard. Some of these buttons you gotta press pretty deliberately. This controller is almost 50 years old. Half a century. New line. Now, here we're gonna branch it out. If D, no, not D, no. If D is greater than 7, then go to 1. So we're not doing an else here. New line. Man, that's kind of fucking with this thing. We're writing too much code here. The Atari's like, that's 5 commands? Guys, give it a break. Alright. If D is greater than 7, wait. If D is less than 8, then go to 2. Ah. Oh. I see why that's working. It wraps around. Because this didn't make any sense to me. It probably sounds terrible with the music on right now. It probably does. So I was like, how can it be, like, how do you get it greater than 7? And so if it's less than 8, you subtract 1. It always subtracts 1. But how does it ever become greater than 7? And that's because once it hits 0 and you subtract it, it doesn't go to -1, it goes to 99. And then it becomes greater than 7. So then it steps into step 1 and sets the value to 7. You gotta think like a programmer to do some of this shit. Okay, sure. Using the key and print functions. try this. Let's wipe that. Now, if the key is greater than 0, then no goes to that, and we initialize the key. Initiate. Now we're hitting new line, going to 1. So if I hit that, wait. Oh. Why does it sometimes not beep right? What do these do? Oh shit, that just, okay. It's gotta be a number then. What does that do? Oh, that's 0. That's not gonna do anything. Okay. Sure. Alright, so we'll figure this out now. So we're putting in a letter here. A. So the weird thing is that I thought it was like waiting for me to press a keystroke. I thought it waits for input here, but it doesn't. A key. New line. We're gonna play a note again. They dedicated a lot of pages to this music shit. They're like, dude, we figured out a way to let people play single notes on their 2600. We're gonna sell them that on a cartridge with some telephone controllers for $70. I feel like I've pressed these buttons enough that I should know, like, where all the things are. But I don't. Okay, if A equals 0, then clear. Line. Go to 1. I like how I can make 99 an input. Okay, I think the reason why that's doing that is because that's the backward and forward buttons. So I would imagine you could just press that on the fly and adjust the can this keep track of multiple variables, or can it only do A? Like, for shits and giggles here, if we... Okay. What if instead of A, what if we want, like, a more exciting letter?
What if we want, like, Q? Okay? You feel me? No, not QA. Erase. So note is erase that. Nah, how do you get Q again? It's blue. Q? Erase. Q. Hades Slim's like, this looks like shit. Yeah, it kind of does. Alright, erase. Then we're going Q. Now, if we just do this, does it just still work, but we're just doing Q? Okay, it does. I just want to point out, like, we've written this actual garbage here, and how many? It takes up like this takes up like 40% of the RAM. This takes up. All it does is play a note corresponding to the button you press. Using the print function. We got quotation marks? Since when we got quotation? What? Oh shit, there are quotation marks. Yeah, the word its music is on rainwave.cc. That's what I use for that. You gotta have an account there, I think. Nowadays they make you sign up with Discord, so hope you had a legacy account like I do. Because I ain't signing up with shit with Discord. Okay, we're printing A. We're printing, I'm talking A. You feel me? A. New line. We're printing again. Print. A is A is, and then we're printing. We're gonna actually just print straight up A, not the letter, the variable A. See, the quotes delineate, you know, the thing. Yeah, no, I can't. You can't tell me a song I can't play. I got no control over the radio right now. It's just a radio station. And we're doing A. Loading in A plus 1. Double dribble. Oh my god, the national anthem from Double Dribble. Why would you do that? Clear. And then you always have to say go to 1, because if you don't do that, it just ends. 1. Okay, now. If we take off this... No. Take off that. Then we hit run. A. That's not working. What the fuck? What did I do wrong? It's printing A. Oh. No, it's not doing that. It isn't doing that at all. What did I do wrong? A is... That's what... Okay, I did this. Print A in quotes. Print is also in quotes. Oh, hang on, is it? Hang on, are we? Wait. Okay, it is doing it. It's just cut off. A is 22. A. Oh, look at that. Did we figure out A? A. It doesn't adjust the variable on the fly. I tried that. All right. But so it's stacked. So if we don't want it stacked, if we don't want to stack it up, you got to go here. Then you gotta press the thing that looks like an apostrophe but isn't. Step through. Well, that's gonna fuck it up because it's not gonna be a space there, right? When we hit run, this is gonna be A39. Guys, we got a bingo yet? Okay, what did I do wrong? Oh, oh shit. I pressed the wrong button. It's that one. See? We're troubleshooting stuff we're figuring it out. This is easy. I get this. A is for, look at this. A is, you know what? Unfortunately, it doesn't count high enough for us to say L is real 2041. We can't do that. Atari can't count that high. We can make it say that though. Like if we wanted to make it say that. If I wanted to do that, I could just go like this. Could do. Well, I wonder if it'll print. I wonder if it'll print numbers if you don't tell it to do like outside of variables. You know what I mean? Right, and we're gonna go. This is gonna. If I'm not careful, this is gonna like eat up everything in the system. Okay, then we're going into print this, and it's I gotta get into red 204. I think we're out of memory. Is that what it was? Yeah, we were getting close. I had to clear out the accumulator. Alright, we're going back to 4. What? Why is it? Is it not doing it because it's... Because it thinks it's a 3-digit... Can we get around it by doing this? It won't do it because we're not out of memory. It's just it's a 2-digit. It's because it's a 2-digit number. We're trying to enter a 4-digit number. So theoretically, with this, no, that's gonna put it down on another line. If I do 41, right? If we hit this and I hit run. Hang on, I didn't change the L. Still says A. This erase. We're gonna take the L right here. I could have sworn I changed this, didn't I? L. And it doesn't print. Okay, no, we can do this. Watch. We're learning. We're learning. Look, we're gonna do some shit here. Look, okay. Look, watch the look. A. We're gonna load A with the value 21. Alright? Now, we're gonna load B with the value. No. 41. This needs to be 20. Erase 20. Now, this, we don't need that. We're going to print A, B. Now what I do? Can we not? Okay, hang on. Wait. Print A, comma, print B? Will that do it? We're running low on RAM here. We're just trying to make it say the Mario meme. We got 9 bytes. 9 bytes. Motherfucker. Hang on. Okay. Get that. Oh, we're getting so close. We got the 20. I'm just trying to get the print. It's not even really a sentence. You know what I mean? It's not really a... Yeah, I'll say. Alright. Is it... So is the problem potentially that it's just... Oh, we don't... Are we out of lines? We're out of... Oh, God. Well, what... Hang on. What burns up all the... What is it that we do that, like, that just pisses it off? We got 23 bytes. Where do they go? Okay. So, it doesn't need to be a loop, so we don't need to run this. And we don't need clear. So if I put that on a new line... No, hang on. No. That. Now. Oh. Why does it say 0? Where'd the 0 come from? Yeah. Okay. It was real. 2041. Maybe it's because I can't fit that on the screen. Maybe there's not enough room. But what about the graphics mode? Does that do anything? What does this do? They haven't even told us what this does yet. Well, we got something there. That's a little creepypasta thing for you. Is there a colon? No. We got brackets. Just trying to see what type of characters we had here on the thing. None. Alright. So, yeah, I figured that. I kind of got ahead of the thing here. I started goofing off. Alright. Yeah, we did the A. Ah, so it's telling us. Oh, look at that. Hang on, we might be able to fix this. Look, we can write simplified code. You guys probably thought I was stupid as hell because you're like, Draco, you're dumb. You're a dumb idiot. Look. Erase L is. Look, we're saving literal bytes of memory here. L is real. We could probably even simplify this further. If I hit new line, if we make A equal to 20, no, 20 here. Can I just... Is there anything stopping me from just doing this? Like B? Is 41? Like, okay. Right, that's a little more simplified code. We're learning. Then we're going... back it up. Oh, okay. It will repeat it if you hold it down. L is real. Then print A B. We don't need these. We can just erase these lines. There, and if we hit go. Yeah, okay, look, and how much memory? We got 10 bytes left. Look at that, man. It's efficient. That'll run on an NVIDIA GeForce. We got it. I'm going to release this program. I'm going to put this on itch.io. We're going to save this right here. $5.99. Name your own price. It's both $5.99 and it's name your own price. Okay, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Okay, using the graphics region. Okay, here's the kicker. Look, the graphics region. Look here. Okay, can I bring it up? CG, can we put graphics on the screen, please? There we go. Sorry. That's from when I worked in television. We had the person who was in charge of like overlays live on the air is CG, computer graphics. CG, can we put graphics on the screen, please? So whenever we would be filming things live, we would have the cameras set up, and we'd be moving things around, and we'd have the director and stuff like that, and people talking to each other on the headsets. And we needed to do something. He'd be like, "CG, can you put the phone number on the screen, please?" CG, can we cut? Can you put the picture of the dog up, whatever it is? Okay. At first glance, Frankerface. Oh, you know what? So Edge is Fandramon. Edge is Chromium based. So that's built on Google Chrome, but Frankerfaces is one of those legacy extensions that Google is trying to phase out, and I don't think there's a new version out yet. But it does still work on Chrome and Firefox. But I think Edge may have been phased out of Edge because it's built on Google stuff. Also, yeah, the Twitch default box is terrible. It's amazing how Twitch is only usable when well, Brave is built on, I think, is Brave built on Firefox? I think Brave is an extension of Firefox, right? It's a branch of Firefox? It said Firefox a lot in that sentence. Okay. At first glance, it appears to contain one red square in the upper left corner. Alright, good. We're on the same page. The red square actually covers a white square, and both may be moved independently on the field under your program control. To move the squares, you must change their coordinates. Oh. Get this, the red square is object number 1. Its horizontal coordinate is represented on the keyboard by hor1 and ver1. Hor1. Coordinates of object number 2. Okay, so red is 1, white is 2. Coordinate, yeah, like Battleship. Well, it's not gonna be any letters. It's gonna be like numerical things. So I bet, like, hang on. Let's just preempt it. Let's just preempt it. If I close this and we open the program, and okay, guys, this beautiful thing right here, work of art, gone. Can't save it. You can't save it. Wild, wacky action bike. So if we go, you know what? Before I read any further, let's just see. I feel like I fucked around with this enough. Let's just see if I can get this to do anything. Okay? So, A is gonna be A plus 1. Okay? You feel me? So now we're doing that. A is equal to A plus 1. And now, well, hang on. A loads that. That. A is 0. New line. I'll show you why that's important later. A. No. No. A is that. B. 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 Watch out for the B. B is also equal to 0. All right. We're getting advanced here. Guys, we're bringing in. Welcome to the party. C. C is equal. C. C is gonna be. We're putting C at 5. I'll show you why in a second. But guys, look at this. Look. D. A lot of letters here. D is also equal to 5. Okay. So now, how are we looking on code? All right, there. 42. Fine. That's plenty. That's plenty. We're good. Now, we're hitting B. Is gonna be. I'm gonna be. It's been B. B plus. Where's plus? It's that one. B plus? No. Badge. Oh, it gotta be on red. B. Oh, fuck. B plus plus. That's the other programming language. So B is gonna be B plus 1. And now. You guys watch. This is okay. Let's just see if we can get this to work. C is gonna be C minus 1. See if you can guess what I'm doing. D is gonna be D minus 1. How we looking? Wait. How we looking? Not good. Alright, I can make this work. We can make this work. Alright. So we're doing this. Now, new line. Or 1. Okay. Or no. Or 1. Or 2. C. Or 2. D is that one. How we looking on code? I can't. No, we can't do this. This ain't gonna work. Okay. All right. We're gonna step back a bit. We're gonna do that. We're gonna cut it in half. We're gonna strip out half the code. I like how as you type in things like watch, as I erase this, the lines move up. Not like that, but as I backstep individual characters, it moves up lines. Okay, we're back at 32. All right, so A, B, and we don't need C anymore. We don't need that comma. All right, so A is 0, B is 0, A is A plus 1, B is B plus 1, A, and then we load that. Then we do line. Okay, here comes the big daddy part. If A equals six, then A, no, god damn it, blue, A, 0, and if B equals, that's not it, that's S. If B equals 6, then B 0. New line. Go to. Okay. So, let me step you through what I just did here. A and B initialize at 0. I think they already do that. So, probably, you know what, honestly, in all, how much, okay, wait. How much memory are we looking at here? 15? Okay, you know what, how much does it clean up if we delete this top line? Because I don't think we need to do that. Oh, we're getting all them bytes back. We only ran them bytes. Here we go. 23. And we need to fix this down here because this has to go to... Okay, so I'm assuming if we just reset the variables, they initialize at 0, so I don't have to do that. So A is going to go up to A plus 1, B does the same thing, and then we're writing those values to horizontal and vertical 1, and then as soon as A and B are both equal to 6, they get reset back to 0, and then it loops again. So if I turn nope. Gotta have white. Turn this off and turn this off and bring this up. If I did this right, it should move in a diagonal line. I mean, we did. It did move as far as I thought. You guys can see the little white part, though. It's back there. It's back there. What did I do wrong? So, turn that off. Program. Status. We're out of memory. Why? And it's gonna reset. Initiate that. Here we go. Okay. Graphics. Hit that. Okay, here we go. Cool. What's it? Why is it going over? Why? Hang on. Let's put the graphics. Let's bring up the stack, guys. Let's bring up the stack. Bring up the variables too. Is it just running out of space to store the variables? Hang on. Turn off the stack. Can it just not, like... How the fuck are you supposed to do coordinates on this thing, man? You can't even fucking... What? Okay, fine. Bring up the program again. So, alright. B is B. So, is there a break? So it stops after that. Because, is it... Does writing that So I think it messes up because it can't update the value of horizontal 1, right? Because it steps through the code and it's. Yeah, that's not even doing that. What the fuck? What's going on? What did I do? Now it's not getting past that. I feel like we're trying to do too much with it. Okay, so fine. Fine. A... Trying to see if there's a way we could redo this, but I just... Okay, whatever. If we delete that... And we delete that... So, can I simplify this and put... horizontal 1... A... And then we go forward. We hit erase... Oh, shit. A. Alright. We don't need to have any... This whole string about B, we don't need to have that. So will this fuck it up if I... Okay, now that seems to be working. So if we get rid of that, bring up the graphics. Look at that! It's moving! We're moving the red square! Holy shit! Guys, I'm done. We're done with this stream. I'm gonna go apply to like Microsoft or something. Windows 12, guys. I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the guy. I'm gonna be the guy. You know, they say Windows 7 was my idea. Well, Windows 12 was literally gonna be my idea. I'm gonna think of it. Oh, hey, Ariano. I don't know what I'm doing. I spent $55 on a complete set of basic programming to see if I can make it do literally anything. And now we got something, so... And if we turn this off... Okay, and erase that. Let's let it get... Let's make it more bigger. Okay? Let's make it do 25, even. We can do that. Hit those graphics. Oh wait, there's a speed setting too, right? How do we do that? Status, speed. We'll double it. We'll crank it up to 60. We'll kick up the 40 3D3. Here we go. So we can't get the other one to move. We only got enough memory. We got 2 boxes, but we only got enough memory to get enough memory to move one of them in one direction. Okay, I got an idea though. Okay. A is A plus 1. So, what if we... Okay. If we step this back, and just for shits and giggles... Well, hang on. We were doing, like, really stupidly inefficient code. I didn't need to use 2 variables, one for X and Y, because, look, I can just do this. So horizontal 1 is equal... If I want to move it diagonally, horizontal 1 can be equal to A, and guess what? Vertical 1 can also just be equal to A. And now if we run this thing, now it'll move diagonally. It'll stagger, but it'll do that. Because we don't have to have 2 variables to do that if they're going to have the same value. There it goes. Oh, nope, that reset. Gonna jump. Split second there. Very cool.
we can get to play in notes. I bet we could do this. Watch. Here, look. We do this. Now. We'll just keep loading shit up until it spits out a thing at us. All right, where's the note button? It's note. That's also gonna be A. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Can we get? Please really appreciate this. It's moving so slow, you can still tell where it is in the program by. Oh, look at that! All right. Cool. Now, okay. So that begs the question: can we, if we turn off the turn? We don't need this. Okay. What do we got left? No, I don't know. That's not a lot. Can we? Trying to see how we can move the other box. I don't think we can. We're gonna run out of memory if we do that. B is B plus B. We're doing minus with B. Minus 1. Alright. That. Yeah, this is burning up all kinds. And I think these take up 2 bytes, right? No? Okay. But this does. Ah, man, we're not gonna be able to get both the boxes to move. Because I'm dumb. I can't figure this out. Is there a way to further simplify the code than that? Like to increment A? Like, I don't think there is. Oh, man. Modulo. We got that. It's like a Modulo is like division if the division sucked. So, like... Okay. It's like 14... Well, 17 divided by 4 would be 4, remainder 1. But the answer is 4. Without decimals. 17 modulo, 5, no, wait, no. No. 17 modulo 4 would be 1, because it just gives you the remainder. There's no symbol for it, it's just mod. It doesn't have a special thing. Actually, hang on, is there not a divide on this? Oh, there is. Okay. Just that mod is like way over here. Ah, they also... I was just about to say, what happens if you divide by 0 in basic programming? Will it just catch fire? No, it just returns the value of 0. They thought about that. They were like, some asshole's gonna try this, and it might just brick the whole system, so we're just gonna make it 0. Okay, what does this do? 2 or 2? Oh, that's the line. What does hit do? Did it tell me what that did? It's horizontal, vertical. Hit. Oh. So hit is specifically the squares. If they touch. Yeah, okay. So you write this program that makes the squares skip around, and if they touch, then you can make it play a note or do something. But that's it. Okay, so that's what hit does. And I really feel like they've described all the little operators here. Yeah, music. Clock-like program. And B is... Oh! You can make it... Yeah, it doesn't keep time very well, but you can make it count up to... You basically... The clock-like program is a thing where you can make it count up to 60, and when it does, you have a second variable that increments by 1. But I don't think there's enough system resources to make it to have a thing where to have it so that B will eventually reset back to 0 after 12 or 24. We'll do that. I assume it'd be military time anyways, because B is going to start at 0. It's not going to start at 1. Okay, well here's something I want to try. We got a sample program here that says Pong game without sound. I'm assuming it's just not. It's going to be total shit. Okay. So that didn't work. But I did figure out we could be more efficient with the code. Can we even move the other thing? You know what? That's the thing, Fandramon, talking about the clock. Are these actual seconds? Are they Mario seconds? Are they Sonic Game Boy Advance Genesis seconds? You can mix it and match it because there's a speed button on the controller, so you can make them Mario seconds. You can make them seconds, I think. You just leave your system on as a clock on your TV. You know what? For shits and giggles, let's do the clock first. Then we'll do the Pong thing. Okay. So, first order of business. You can do a lot with basic. I don't even think you could. Again, I don't know a damn thing about anything. So, why would you care what I had to say about this? New line. Cinema. A. This is the part that always kind of trips me up, because it's like, I want to put A equals, but it's purely the accumulator thing. You got to put A, you got to load it. So A is going to be, A is +1, then we're doing the mod. Check out my sweet mod. 60. Now, we've got an if coming up here. If A, so this is the thing here. If A is equal to 0, then, guys, feel me, look. New challenger approaches B to B +1. Alright. Mod.
Okay, well this isn't a good idea. So we don't want to modulo B. We want to do it 12 because there's only 12 hours. Okay, wait, hang on. We're gonna Coca-Cola freestyle this. We're gonna improve this program that Atari wrote. All right, new line. Wait. B needs to start at 1 because hours start at 1. Alright, so there. And then A is going to initialize at 0. Okay, so we did that. Mod. Okay, new line. We do a little bit of print here. We do a little print. Preview, print save as B and A. Then we're not gonna go to 1. We are gonna go to 2. Output. Oh, I get. You know what? It's not counting minutes. It's not counting hours and minutes. It's counting seconds and. Wait. No, it's not. Because we're. It's counting seconds and minutes. Yeah. It's not counting hours and minutes. It's counting seconds and minutes. So I fucked it up. So the mod 60 for B was correct. I was thinking hours and minutes. Can we make it go? Can we speed up time? Yeah, we can't. Look at that. It says like. I mean, I feel like this is probably. I don't have my phone on me. I was gonna say this might be. This speed. It feels accurate. Let's see if the thing works. When we hit 60, that should show too. Oh, look at that. I mean, it is a clock-like program. It is clock-esque. It has the essence of the clock. It is clocky. It's clock adjacent. It's the Diet Coke of clock. Writing the clock isn't hard. We did that. Look, knocked it out. Done. Figured it out. I got a question though. How are we looking on? We could do more with this clock, right? No, we couldn't. No, we couldn't. Because I was thinking like. I mean, maybe we could. Hang on. All right, if we want to make it go really fast. B. So this we don't need this. This line up here. We're gonna purely just shitpost here, so we can do that. We're gonna introduce a third variable. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, we'll do that too. Okay. Status. Output. You're a programmer at your job where they pay you money. You're gonna hate this stream. I don't know what the I know I'm learning. I'm actually learning though. I started this stream with the expectation I wasn't gonna achieve anything, and I'm figuring out how to do stuff. Like it's clicking. It's weird, and I'm not learning anything applicable because this is a very kneecapped version of BASIC. But I am learning how to do shit.
So it's exhilarating. This is the joy people feel like when they do stuff. Also, if you wanted to program on the Atari for real, you got to learn ASM. That's it's hard. Nowadays though there is Batari Basic, which is a basic based language. You can do that with the Princess Rescue game and Zippy the Hedgehog and stuff like that. Those are written in Batari Basic. Okay, so we're doing we're not gonna mod 60. We're gonna crank this down a bit. We're gonna. What the hell? Okay, fine. We're gonna mod 10. We're gonna 10. We're gonna ones. Oh, honestly, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. That so far every button on both of these computer keypads work. I was expecting one of them to be fucked up and I was gonna get real mad and be like, okay, this whole stream is a disaster. Okay, if A equals 0, then B is B plus 1. We're gonna mod B. We're modding B10. Alright. Feel me? Watch this part. This is the important part. The new line. Now, if watch, look at this. If B equals 0, then C. C plus 1. How are we looking on stats here? Okay, maybe I can do this. C plus 1 mod also 10. Got to get down here. Print C B A. Can't be asked. We got just enough. We got just enough. Okay, just enough. Here it is. Okay, we also got to speed it up a bit. All right. So if all goes well, we should have like. Is it gonna get double digits? I was gonna try to make a thing that like counts to 100. We'll see. Yeah, look, it does it. Look at that. It's counting up. We just invented numbers. Math, we invented it. We counting. We programmed. Hang on. Did we just like trick? We just tricked this system into counting in triple digits. Remember a second ago when I said, smartass, it says, why does it only do 2 digits? Because they hadn't invented the third one yet? Fuck. I should have worked for Atari. I could have been like, guys, we can't do triple digits. Look! I got him! The third one! It doesn't go any faster than this, though. But watch, it's going to roll over to 100. It's going to be great. Clip this. This is going to be fantastic. It's going to be like when the odometer rolls over. It's 100,000 in your car. No, it just ran out of memory. It really can't do triple digits. I thought I big brained it. I really thought I did a power play move right there, man. We hit. Yeah, it doesn't. We got 3 bytes left, but apparently we can't just. There's not enough to store the next number up. We can't do it. Can't do it. Unless, I mean, I don't think. Again, it's stopped there at A, trying to recall all that stuff. Well. Hey, Necros. We were doing good. We were so close. We're so close to hitting this. You work on the computer system that tracks the scheduling of the workers in public transportation where you are. I mean, you probably got to do triple digits on that. Couldn't do it on this. Couldn't do it on this. You know, like the preview channel? You guys remember that? Remember the preview channel? The TV guide. So, I'm going to show my age here. Once upon a time, I don't know if it's still around. I think it's called TV Land now. The channel on cable TV that was called TV Land. Before that, it was called the TV Guide channel. And it was a computerized thing where the bottom used to be half, then it was the bottom third of the thing scrolled by the local listings of what was on TV in your area. And the upper 2/3, formerly half, would show, as the TV Guide channel, it would just show like reality TV reruns and shit like that. But prior to that, it would exclusively run like celebrity interviews and movie trailers and things that were showing on pay-per-view and whatnot. And but before it was the TV Guide channel, TV Guide, the publication, bought that channel. Before that, it was called the Preview channel, and it's spelled Prevue, not the way you thought it was probably going to be. Before that, it was called the Preview channel, and it had like, I always thought its logo was really close to being like the CBS logo. I'm like, that seems like close enough to be copyright infringement, but they didn't care. And before that, it was the Preview channel, and that was when it was a split half and half. It was like, bottom half was the local listings, top half divided in half again, movie preview on this side, and on this side, name of the program, who was in it, what channel it's on, and what time it starts at. And then the bottom would always scroll. I think they did that on like an Amiga computer. That the whole fucking channel was the output of like an Amiga computer plugged into something. And every once in a while it would like fuck up and crash. So you turn on the preview channel. And until some guy at the studio was like, oh, shit. When like the boxes would be all fucked up and the columns would be all off and shit like that. This is the type of shit you just, you know, this is the technology that, you know, a little older, but this is what was running the preview channel back in the day. I'm so fucking mad we couldn't get it to count to 100, man. That's I'm checking the thing. I mean, the code is sound. That's just yeah, that was the thing. It was the whole screen. Jason's right. It was the whole screen, and they had 3 channels at a time. The 3 would scroll up and wait for like 5 or 6 seconds. Then they'd scroll up, and 3 more would come in, and then they would freeze. And then when it went to TV Guide channel, they just scrolled. When they reduced it to the bottom third, it was only 2 channels at a time, and it scrolled. It just constantly scrolled, and it was really slow, so you could always see what was on it. They didn't pause anymore. I used to think the preview channel was cool when I was a kid, because I would look at that and be like, how do they do that? Like, what? How do you make it do that? It's cool. Before, we used to have a local access channel here in Corpus that was like, it wasn't public access where people had the studios and stuff. It was just a thing that was like, like graphics drawn on a computer screen. It looked like Kid Pics or something, and it would be like, Community Bingo Night. It would just like cycle through like the same 20 to 30 slides of community announcements, and here's the phone number for the animal control, here's the phone number for the police department, here's what the weather was like 3 days ago because we haven't updated it yet. Like, it was just that. But I remember the coolest thing, and it just sucks because, like, I don't know, this is like a part of my childhood that I remember seeing like late at night when I was a kid. And I'll never see it again because I doubt anybody ever saved any of this thing. But I remember, I'm not going to say Windows Paint, because Windows Paint could do like a circle. This was like, if you did a circle, it would look like a bunch of pixels. You know what I mean? It'd be like that. They're really blocky. And I remember they had the coolest thing. It was a city skyline. It kind of, it's like the opening to Frasier, where it has like the city skyline with the sunset behind it. But it was something like that, but done in the graphics program, and it was like rectangular buildings with little white rectangles for the windows, and then you had a color gradient that was like orange to like navy blue, and then you had a circle moon, and then a bunch of little, they just like with the paintbrush, a bunch of little dots, and it was all the stars, and it would say good evening Corpus Christi, and they would only play that at night. During the day it was like a beach thing with the sun, but I only remember the night one. And honestly, it's been over 30 years since the last, because that channel disappeared. But I remember, like, I just remember that image is like burned into my mind. That's just really cool to me. I don't know. Not everybody knows what Kid Pix is. Zahando sent me a Kid Pix one time. I never played it. We need to play Kid Pix. Just gotta get it to work. All right. So I was looking at this, and we can't get it to count to 100. So, all right, fine. Let's do the Pong game without sound. Okay. Oh, this isn't gonna work. This sucks. Okay. I mean, I'm just looking at this program right here, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. All right, horizontal 2 is equal to horizontal 2. Now this is something I need to do. Plus key. So I think that's how you wait for input. I don't know. You're thinking of Spider-Man Cartoon Maker, Rocker, with the hit single, the running theme, that 3-second guitar loop. I have a copy. I have 2 copies of that. The standalone copy and the one that came with like some other knowledge adventure game. I have not been able to get it to work. I received a copy as a gift a long time ago when we started this stream, and I already had an existing copy. I couldn't get either one to work. I think it's the same program on both discs, but I couldn't get either one to work. Learn Python. You know what? I did learn a little bit of Python when I did mods for Robot Arena 2. I had to learn Python because that game's like the AI and stuff was written in Python. And 2 years ago, in February, it was like February 23rd, 2023, I think, February 13th, I released version 2.0 of my AI pack mod for Robot Arena 2. After 19 years in development hell, it finally just came out for the 20th anniversary of the game. Finished it. Didn't want to have any loose ends. Then vertical. If vertical 1 is greater than 90, then vertical 1. What does this do? What does that move? It's like, huh? Yeah, it's definitely Windows 3.11 software. The last time I remember using it was on that. And then nowadays, with advanced processors, even virtual machines will, like Windows 95 and 98, they foul up on contemporary processors. That's an issue that I was having because I couldn't get Windows 98 to work, or 95, or 2000, or NT. I couldn't get any of those to work because they're all in the same kernel system. And I found out, oh yeah, that's just a problem now with like certain processors on the host system. I'm like, well great, I don't know what the hell to do. Can't fix that. The game we were going to play at the start of the season this year, I had to take off the schedule because I couldn't get it to work. If we got one. If here we go. There's a hit command. Where is hit? Hit is over here. If hit, then quit. If hit, then vertical 1. This. I don't understand this. Okay, here, I'm gonna hit you with this. Look,
vertical 1 loads vertical 1 plus... Okay, let's step it through. Let's step it through. If vertical 1 mod 2 then 8. Else, first debut of that, else 92. Okay, makes sense. No, don't do that. That's not what I wanted you to do. Alright, else 92. We gotta do the horizontal now. Horizontal 1 is equal to horizontal 1 plus 7. And then we just go to... Can't see. How do you scroll down? I need more space. Okay. Shit. I was gonna see if I could write it here and then put it on a new line. What do we? Okay, it's fine. We're just gonna do it blind. Okay, so we're on white. New line. Red, blue, green. Go to white, red, 1. That should be Alright. This is not... Look, I'm gonna be straight. This is not fun. Can I go back? I can't go back? You can only move to the right. Oh shit, we got to bounce. But we can't get it to... Now it's not going to come back. Oh no, wait, oh, it is. Oh. Okay, how's it doing? How is it doing that? Let's break it down here. Horizontal 2 is horizontal 2 plus key. So horizontal 2 only ever changes this, so we can the only thing horizontal 2 only updates in one direction. Vertical, I mean, you wouldn't need to update vertical because the paddle wouldn't move vertically. But it can't move left. And then the other square, if vertical 1 is greater than 90, then it gets reset to 88. And if it's hit, then vertical 1 is equal to 9. If vertical 1 is then, it steps. If Oh, that's how it reflects. Because it tries the modulo by 2. And if it gets a remainder, then it sets to an even number. Otherwise, it sets it to the bottom of the thing or whatever it was. Horizontal 1 is horizontal 1 plus. So then it keeps moving up by 7 every time. And it's always so. Okay. I like how it says this is Pong. Like they put the copyright symbol after the word Pong in this manual. Like when they wrote the 6 lines of code that do what it's doing on the screen right now, they were like, we need to defend our trademark on this one. All right. This wouldn't stand up in a court of law. If you made this and Atari tried to sue you for copying Pong, when you made a fucking thing where the white paddle only moves to the right and it can't move the other way, and there's no score and it doesn't do a damn thing otherwise, they would just be like, we're gonna throw this out. We're gonna dismiss this with extreme prejudice. Actually, we're just gonna sue you, Atari. You need to pay this guy $5 million. Fuck, you're wasting our time. Okay, this is Pong? No. This isn't even a game. There's no game here. And also, no, you can't move left. It doesn't move left. It only moves to the right. This game is a metaphor for life, okay? You can never go back. You can only move forward. Wait, did it move? Okay, no, it's moving to the right. Okay, never mind. I thought it'd do something. All right, fine. So, but it says this one doesn't have. It says without sound. And then the Pong game, there's a registered trademark with sound, and all it does is it plays a beep when something happens. So, okay, let's pause this. Let's close those graphics. Open that program up. All right, let's write this next code thing. Here we go. This one's only 5 lines of code. If it took 6 to do what it just did just there, and that didn't even work, I don't even know how we're gonna do it on 5. I don't believe it. I honestly, I'm calling fake news on this. Holy shit, Emma! I didn't even realize that. The thing we made, it looks like the Atari version of that DVD screensaver, where the logo bounces in the thing, and when it gets right in the corner, ooh, nice. That's exactly what that looked like. I stared at that for like 10 minutes. Did not, in the slightest, think about making that reference. Alright, now we're doing this. Now we're also getting horizontal 2. So, this is going to be horizontal 2 plus 8. Don't know why we're doing that. That'll make sense later. Vertical 2. Going to be vertical 2 minus 3. Here comes the if, right? You feeling me? Look, if, hit, then, vertical 2 just becomes 99. And, hang on, and, no, 7. You can remix this all you want. You can make that a different note. You can change it up. New line. I'm gonna go to 1. Let's just see what this does. It might not do anything. I have no idea. Here we go. Graphics. Cool. Run. 1. Let's try this again. Yeah, I can't move the red. Only at, like, That's as far as it goes. What? Oh, that's over there. I can move it here. I can move it there. I can't, like, I can only move it like an inch from the left, or I can make it teleport to the right. Did I do this wrong? Like, what the fuck did I, what is the... Okay. Horizontal 1, load in, horizontal 1 plus key. That's what I'm doing. I don't... Can you hit... Can you hit multiple keys? No. Yeah, I didn't think you could do that. You can't... You can't press key 2 and 3 and make it do 5. It doesn't stack. I didn't think it would do that. So it can only move 9 spaces out from the side. Horizontal 2, it just moves up by 8 every step. And it vertically, it moves up to 3. And if it gets hit, then the vertical gets set to 99. And it goes to 1. The problem is that it doesn't... I feel like there's something wrong here. I think the way this works is that as long as you're holding... Oh, wait. No. I fucked it up. I'm stupid. Look. It's not... No. It's literally this. It's literally that. That's what I did. That's all on me. This is a perfect program. It works flawlessly. Okay? Look. We're gonna do it. There it goes. Oh, guys. Look at that. Look at that. We're playing Pong. Registered trademark. With sound. This has sound. Look, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna beep it. And we might get over there. We're kind of making insane progress. Make it go faster. A little bit. They're gonna bury every copy of your game in the desert. I aspire to greatness, okay? How are we gonna catch this little box? I want to hear the beep. I gotta hear the beep, okay? Think of all the fun you could have on Supermarket Sweep. You gotta be right on top of it, though. Like, you can't just be touching it. You have to be fully inside the same... You have to occupy the same space. And it moves at a constant pace of 8 to the right. And the fastest I can move to the right is 9. Okay. We gotta make this easier. We gotta fix it. We gotta make it easier. Erase. Look, what if we just set this to like 4? Okay? Half. We'll cut it down by half. Program, graphics, run. Now we're doing it. Now it's going slower. I mean, yeah, all the Atari artwork was usually pretty well done. They had to sell you on the idea. You know, if you look at the cover, hang on. Let me hear the beep. Gotta hear the beep. Gotta hear the beep. Gotta hear the beep. Motherfucker. What does the cover of this look like? It's some fucking guy on a spaceship. This dude is like, he's like flying the shuttle or something. I don't know what he's doing. Like, this ain't... You look at this, you're like, dude, I could... You could not put an astronaut on the moon with this system. You'd kill them. People would... Oh! There, guys. We beat it. We beat it! We beat it!
The cover art to this is like, it's some. I mean, you can't really tell. There's two guys. One of them is like he's a guy like this, and he's like adjusting an instrument, a measuring device within the space shuttle. And then there's a guy down here. Honestly, at this, it looks like he's on a mobile phone. It looks like he. Oh, you know what it is? He's holding one of these things. He's holding one of these controllers, and he's like going like that. And he's like pressing a button. He's like, if shuttle equals moon, then 5. You know, I don't know what he's doing. Now make Custer's Revenge. I mean, this could be Custer's Revenge. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. It's Atari graphics. This is the Custer's Revenge prototype. Complete basic programming instructions. Did it just beep on its own? I didn't even touch it. Did it actually? We just won by doing nothing. Write and display programs. Sample programs included. Go. Nice. We did it. We did it. Take a sip. I like how I don't really give a shit about like viewership numbers. I just fuck around just for the hell of it. If you guys want to hang out, that's fine. But I like how on Twitch, as soon as we made the squares touch, like half the people tuned out. They're like, all right, he hit the squares. That's it. He fucking beat it. That's it. Speed run's over. We're done. All right. Does this, hang on, does this just bring up the thing no matter what? How would you do that? That's kind of a, like, that's like an interrupt that brings the, what? I mean, we had to turn that off anyways because it messes with scan lines, but it's, how would you speedrun this as a game? I don't know. It's probably doable. Alright. So, we got some time to kill. Got about another hour. Trying to think, what else? What can you do with this? You can write like 7 lines of code maximum, you know, before you run. Like this thing right here, the Pong. What are we looking at here? Well, we got a lot of space left. Why does this? How come this takes up like no? Really? This takes up. Well, no, hang on. I think I did reset it, right? If I did that, we hit run. Okay, yeah, no. When it's running, this burns up a lot of memory. You see the drop. We like after it's been initialized, we're down to like 17, 19. We're in the ballpark of like 17, 16, 17 bytes. With nothing initialized, without anything storing variables, we're at 32. We're at 32 bytes. So all we're doing here, we're saving 3 variables, and it cuts it, we have down by half. So like every variable costs between like 3 and 5 bytes to save at any given time? What? Okay, sure. Doesn't seem efficient. Alright. You wrote your screens, in high school you did your own version of the banner that came with Windows, like the text one, where you did the text scroll and it, you know, you could make it say penis. Scroll across the thing. You could do that. Oh, Program Doom? Yeah, we could do that. Program Doom. Ah, you insulted your teacher and you deleted it. Did I ever tell you guys about how I got the high school I went to? I think I may have told the story. If not, I'll tell a more elaborate version on Friday's stream. But the high school I went to had one of those net nanny things that had like an automatic filter. And if you try to go to like, so I did tell you guys, yeah. So for those of y'all that don't know that story, if you would go to like miniclip.com or Addicting Games or Ancon, not cool math games though, because that was educational. That's why the website was named that, by the way. It would bring up a thing, and it said, this website, miniclip.com, has been blocked because it's in the games category. Miniclip.com and games were both variables that would just be dropped into a static HTML page that would just bypass what you try to go to and show you this HTML page instead in the connection. So, I had my own website when I was in high school. I was working on shit, you know, RFSHQ, that bullshit website that I've read articles from on the stream before. And all of a sudden, like, we had like somewhere on the website we had like some shockwave files of like games you could play, but it wasn't a gaming website. But I guess because there were SWF files stored on the server, it eventually automatically flagged the website. Oh no, it flagged my website and it said it was in the gambling category. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you can't gamble on my website. That's a stupid, like, it's got to be a false positive. But I knew if I raised my concerns to the IT people in the school, they weren't going to turn it off because they're going to be like, oh, well, let's take a closer look at this website. That's a false positive. Oh, it's a website where you're saying the F word a lot over video games that suck. And you're making jokes about how much you want to fuck Spyro the Dragon. Yeah, we're not going to unblock this website. This probably should have been blocked anyways. So, tough shit. So, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. I preempted that. So I just downloaded a copy of the HTML page that shows when you try to go to a website. And I took out the variables and I replaced it with the URL of the school's website, the root domain. And for the category, I said it was child pornography. And then I saved that HTML locally to my computer. And then I just opened it as if it were a web page in Internet Explorer, went to the address bar, typed in the school's website to make it look like I went there. And then I raised my hand. I was like, miss, got a big problem over here. She's like, what the fuck? What, Draco? And my teachers called me Draco. She's like, what is it now? And I'm like, you might want to come see this. Website's been blocked. School's website's blocked, and it's pretty scary. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? She walks over, reads what's on the screen. Bitch looks like she's seen a ghost. Pale white, all the blood drawn out of her face. Runs out of the room, I guess to talk to the IT guys. And they brought a couple of dudes. She came back with a couple of dudes, and they were like looking at my system. They didn't ask me to do anything. They didn't want to touch anything because they were like, oh, it says it's blocked because it's child pornography? Oh, don't touch anything, you know? They came and looked at the system, and they were asking me questions like, you just tried to go to the website and it did this? I was like, yeah, I just tried to open up the internet browser because that's the school's website is the homepage on the internet browser. So I was like, yeah, I just opened Internet Explorer and like it gave me this. I don't know, man. So then like they noticed that everybody else in the classroom could just freely use the internet. Fine. They were like, you getting on this computer? And the kid next to me is like, no. He's like, it's only on this one. I'm like, yeah. They didn't ask, like, if they would have asked me to reload the page or just actually try to go to the website, the illusion would have broke. These dumb motherfuckers, they just took it at face value. They were like, oh yeah, we got to turn off the entire nanny system to try to troubleshoot what the hell happened. Obviously, they can't replicate the problem because it doesn't exist. I invented it. It was a fake page. There is no problem. You guys are stupid as hell. So yeah, they turned it off for like 2 or 3 months, and I could go to my website again. So that's what I did. Big brain power move right there. Okay. So you said you wanted to make the LSD Dream Emulator map, but I don't think we can't really draw anything. That's the problem. Is we only got the one square. You know, we can't even. You know what I realized is that we can't even move the square like. We can only move the square on one axis. We can either move it horizontally or vertically, but only in one direction on one plane. Because there's only one... It only interprets input from the key for one thing. There's only one variable for the key. So we can't... You really can't do anything with this. Alright. We tried to make it count to 100. We tried to trick the system into counting to 100, and it fucked up. We got Pong, allegedly Pong. Chinese Pong, I guess, what that one was. We don't really need the... I never really used, like, the screens for, like, variables and stack. I never really used any of this. It just kind of walks you through the... I mean, it kind of shows you how it's, like, processing where the boxes are moving around. You kind of see them. I mean, it's kind of cool that you can watch them change in real time. It's just kind of... That doesn't really do anything. Okay. So now... We made it count. We made a number. Oh, we can make it play a song. Okay. How do we? What was that sample? You know what? I'm not gonna look at the sample program. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it so that it. We're gonna make it so that it plays the note. We're gonna make a note, okay? And we're gonna make it play a song. Okay, so. Note. Oh, fuck. The first graphics. Note is key. Didn't Talking Heads have a song called Love Goes the Building on Fire? And it was like written with that arrow, the way it does like that. That's from their 77 album, right? Gotta be honest, I'm not a fan of that album. I don't really like it. It has an interesting album cover, though. 1. Okay, so if we just do this, it should just play the note, right? It's got 7 notes. Okay, I can figure this out. We're gonna make it play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Can you just look up the notes to, like... Hang on. What are the notes to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Let me just get the... Okay. What do we just... Oh, man, this AI thing doesn't... that doesn't seem correct. Okay. I'm not gonna trust the AI response on how to play Twinkle Twinkle. It wouldn't even be the right song. Okay, here we go. So how many... A, B, C, D, E, F, G... Perfect. That's how many notes there are. That's probably why there's only 7 notes. Make it play the Halloween theme. If you can find me... If you can find me the... If you can find me, like... I'm looking at this. It's got the letters, okay? Looks like DNA. So if we just do that, you know, if you can idiot proof it, we'll do that. I know how it goes. It's like dun 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 dun. But I don't know how to. I'm not musically inclined. I can only sing, and I can't even do that very well anymore. Okay, so we're going. No. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, don't run. No running. No run. Only stop. Stop. Don't running. Don't run. Okay, we're just gonna stop it like that. There we go. Apparently, if you run it without a program, it just loops, and you can't actually break out of the program because there isn't one. Don't do that. All right. Note. Did we just hit 3? Like, is that we hit? New line? We have to throw a go-to in there? Go-to 1. I guess I'm assuming it needs an operator. Is that how you make it play a note? You gotta do the arrow? Yes. Okay. So that's how we're gonna do that. Ah, you're lucky you can sing well. That's the thing. I started out doing like novelty rap and stupid shit like that, but then I found out that I was like, I could carry a tune really well. But the problem is that nobody really took me seriously. I'm not gonna say as a musician or whatever, as a performer, because prior to that, they only knew me as somebody who would like do stupid rap.
You know what I mean? Like rapping over Sonic the Hedgehog songs and shit like that. You know, when I was in high school, my friend Jason and I had this persona when I did the Radio F show. It was called a MC Skittle. The K was backwards because he was cool, but because Eminem, right? So Skittle's the other guy, and I had this whole little thing, and it was like an inside joke around the high school I went to. Everybody thought it was funny. One of my friends, we had a whole thing where we did some like hokey, stupid raps and stuff like that. And we made, I guess, it's not an album. I guess you'd call it an EP or something. I don't know what it was. We just called it Greatest Hits. Like, the first thing we ever did, we just called it Greatest Hits. And we had it, like, on our website at one point, and people would download it. But, you know, that's the kind of stupid shit I did. And then nobody took me seriously because of that afterwards. Okay, so you sing in your church choir. Well, I kind of want to do that, but I just haven't. This, you know what? This is eating up a lot of. You know what? I want to see something real quick. Can we? Okay, hang on. Can I delete this? Will this work if we? Will it know to repeat loading it into Note? No, it won't. It has to. Oh my god. I mean, it makes sense you'd have to specify Note every time you wanted to do that, but Note. Nope. Seven. Nope. 1. We're not even gonna be able to play like. Look at how much space this takes up. Note. Load 1, and the fucking comma takes up a byte as well. And now. Nope. 7. So, uh-oh, I fucked up, guy. You didn't even point it out that I fucked up. Look, we're gonna crash the whole damn system. We're gonna break it. All right, 7. That's got to be 1 again. I pressed the wrong button. All right, so it should go da 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 da. Right? If I do this, okay. Oh, no, it's okay. I see what I did. I fucked it up again. I keep doing this. I keep getting confused. It's got to be an arrow. It's got to be that. It can't be. That's not right. Da na 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 na. A is 1. Is that just not? Is it because it's? Oh, hang on. No, I'm looking at this wrong. Ah, okay. Okay, so wait. I don't really know a lot about playing the piano. That wasn't my thing. Here, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna write this in multiple stages, and then I'm gonna stitch it all together. And whenever I edit this, I'm just gonna play it all at once, and we're gonna make it. It's gonna movie magic. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look great. Okay. And then you guys have to act. You know, you got to pretend like you totally heard the whole thing in one pass, and it was definitely stunning. Emmy winning even. No, that's hang on. C C G G A A. It's got to be 5. It's gonna be me. Was that NSYNC? Or was that Backstreet Boys? I don't know these people. Okay, then these have to be 6. then that one. 6, 6, 5, 5, right? So this should sound right, right? Oh, look, that's it! There it is! Hang on, you guys probably can't hear that. Because there's music, I think there's music playing right now. God damn it, come on. Alright. Look, watch, look, here it is. Beautiful. That's actual music right there. Alright. So we got that. Should I commit to the bit and just do all... I mean, now that I've written this out, I could... Yeah, this is pretty easy to do. I just fill in the things. For... E is 3. D is 2. You don't know. I don't know the difference between NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. After I helped them make hamburgers from falling ingredients, no. I know, like, in a general sense, I know that, like, I Want It That Way is Backstreet Boys, and I know that because of Chris Chan. And I know Bye 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 is NSYNC. I know As Long As You Love Me is Backstreet Boys. And then all of the others, I genuinely do not know. Like, I know, like, Backstreet's back. Oh, right, I know that's them because they say Backstreet in the song. I could have figured that one out, but the others, I don't know. All right, Emma, I'll see you later. Good night. Thank you. Oh, there. Okay, I gotta get a cut of that one too. We have to. I have to play this. I can't. I stop it from here. Okay. Here we go. Right here. We're making beats here, man. We're doing it. I got 4 more to go. Hang on, wait a minute. Wait, can I? Oh wait, no I don't. Look. Wait, no. We can just No, we got 1 more to do. And then I can just chop it all together, and cuz it's the first group of notes, second group of notes, third group of notes, third group of notes, first group of notes, second group of notes. It ping pongs. So we got to do 1 more. I think I may have told you guys this story at one point, but when I worked in IT, I got really frustrated because we had like a server hosting system that you could like set up a hosting plan with us and it would like automatically install WordPress on your fucking website, but the damn thing never worked. And it would always fuck up, and I used to get really frustrated because like 90% of all the customer service contacts I did was always helping people with shit that was on our end that was completely broken. So I wrote this program to just fucking fix it. And it was just a little thing that I used at my desk, and when I left, wait, who rated? Oh man, I can't see that. Who did rate? Oh, it's a Hondo. Hey, what's up, dude? Shit, sorry, I don't have the announcements up because it's not on my thing. I'm looking at the Twinkle Twinkle things. Welcome, Zahondo. Thank you for the raid. I was telling the story when I worked in IT and I did that program. So I wrote this thing that just installed WordPress and shit like that. Just you opened it from the command prompt or whatever. I guess it'd be terminal would be the proper thing because this was on a Linux system, and it just installed it, and you could tell the customer to go fuck off, and it's like, yeah, it works now. And I remember I wrote that program as like a thing for me, and when I left, apparently my supervisors found it, and they started using it as like an internal support tool. And I remember asking some, because they had like developers who worked for them that got paid like twice as much as I did, and they never fixed a fucking thing. I did a little patchwork thing because they couldn't do their jobs. And I remember I never really talked to anybody from that job after I left. And I caught up with somebody like randomly at one point years down the road, and I asked him. No, he mentioned. He said, "Hey, remember that thing you wrote that did the WordPress installations for customers?" I was like, "Yeah, I remember that." He was like, "Yeah, we're still using that." I'm like, "What?" It's like it's been like 3 or 4 years. They never fixed it. They never fixed their shit. They were like, "No, because you wrote the program, so it doesn't matter. They need to fix it." I was like, "That's not why I wrote it." I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then I like, just for shits and giggles, like any good programmer, I did include a thing. There's an Easter egg in the system. When it opens up, when you open up the program, it could do more than WordPress. There's like Drupal, Joomla, Concrete, Magento, all these different ones you could do. And you would basically, the way it worked is you would log in as the server administrator and navigate to the root directory of the website in the customer's account, and then run the program. You type in the name of it in terminal and hit enter, and then it pops up a menu, and it just has the little logo I did for the tool, and it waits for an input 1 through 6 or something, 1 through 5, and if you type in 0, it would bring up the instructions on how to use it, and then terminate the program and not do anything. But if you opened up the instructions at the bottom, there was a really long string of like hexadecimal code. And if you transcribe that, it would tell you to, try, it would just say try blank. And blank is the name of a person that I'm omitting for privacy reasons. So if you were to launch the program, and instead of entering a number, because if you entered a number higher than 5 or 6, or anything else that wasn't a number, it would just quit the program. But if you typed in the secret word, it would jump to a part of the program that would print some ASCII art of a picture and a little tribute, a little thing for a friend of mine that passed away, and say in memory of so and so, this to this, and it would do that and then exit the program. But I asked if anybody had found the little thing. And my friend was like, "Oh, the dragon?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I guess somebody did find it. He's like, "Yeah, they found it and they took it out of the program." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, because it was like unnecessary code, and they, since it modifies customer data, they didn't want to have any extraneous code in there." So I was like, "What? It didn't fucking do anything. It just printed to the screen and then quit." He's like, "Yeah, I know." And he's like, "But here's the thing." He said, "They didn't actually remove the hook that checks for if you enter the code, like the secret word. So the thing is that if you do, and they didn't take out the hint on the instructions page. So if you open the instructions and you decode the thing, and then you try that secret code, it just jumps to somewhere else in the program. And now it actually does damage when you typed in the thing for the Easter egg. They made it so now it actually does fuck things up. Great. Anyways, that company's gone now. They don't even exist, so whatever. No, I didn't pull a Dennis Nedry on them. I really thought it would have been funny if I did, though. Here we go. All right, we'll play the last little bit. There we go. No, I know for a fact that they don't use the script. Oh wait, shit. Did I not have music on the whole time? Did I forget to turn the music back on? Oh, I did. Shit, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, they don't use the script because the company, that department they shuttered. They're not around anymore. So I don't know if I don't know why they would. I mean, they still own the code that I wrote because I wrote it on company software. I didn't get to keep it. I don't care. It's a very conditional thing. It only works in this one hosting environment for this one place. So why would I need the code? I don't care. But no, I know they don't use it anymore because they got shut down. Okay, so now that I did that, I'm gonna put a thing in here. Whoa, guys, look, we just did Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Wow, that was great. Epic, right? Achievement unlocked. You know what I'm saying? Making it play the music. Totally didn't just do it 7 notes at a time and then stitch it all together in post. I didn't do that. Did not do that. All right. There we go. Put the music back on. Oh, yeah, dude. We got some Twinkle Twinkle in there. I like that it only has enough room for 7 notes. I like that. That's good. It's funny. Nice and funny. Okay, so we made it. So you can't play Pong on this thing. You can't. Oh, did you guys set off the sign? I didn't even see that you guys set that off. You guys heard of this thing called basic programming for the Atari? Guys, I got this thing. I take it home. No basic, no programming. What's up with that? So, yeah, you get, I'm trying to think like what all you can do in this, because I'm looking at the commands on this controller. It's like, I mean, I want to say I think we've done everything there is to do. I mean, we made it print some L is real thing. We tried to make it count to 100. It can't do that. It can't play Pong. The environment
this shit ain't nothing
that
to me, man.
that the basic programming shell runs in occupies half of the RAM, available RAM on the system. You're left with 63 bytes to do it. Hang on, can I make that go up? No, you're left with 63 bytes. That's all you get. So I was trying to think, like, what all we can do. Like, I think we've done... We made it play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in chunks that I'm going to stitch together later. We did the sample programs. I kind of guessed. I kind of learned from some of the other things and made it try to count to one. I mean, what do we do here? Can we look at some of the sample programs and... I mean, the hit stuff is just kind of like worthless. It's very conditional. You have to be able to move the squares around. You guys want? I know we can do something really annoying. Here, look. How did they sell this game? As a precedent, so they wouldn't get sued by somebody who said you called your system a computer, but you can't program on it. So, if hit, then if hit, then note 1. New line. Well, this is going to be really annoying. This. Now we're going to kick up the 43D 3D3. That's what it sounds like when you try to walk out of the Walmart with the PlayStation 3. You tried to ring up his onions from the self-checkout. That's what that sounds like right there. But that's cool though. Like the fact that, like, okay, that was all that for a shit post, right? But honestly, I'm kind of impressed with myself that, like, I thought of the joke, right? Visualized it, looked at this monstrosity of a keyboard in front of me with 24 buttons on it, and I figured out exactly how to make that happen so I could make that joke. Like, I'm kind of scared myself here, but I think I actually learned something. You know, it's kind of spooky. It's not good. I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous. All right, so I mean, can Can we... Could we make something that... No, it only counts in 2 digits. You know what? Let's see. Okay, let's see. This will be the last thing we do, because this might take a while. I want to see if I can write a program that will make one of those boxes pseudo-randomly jump all over the screen down there. I want to see if I can do that. I want to make one of those boxes just jump around. I think I know how to do that. So here we go. All right. So, 1.
All right. Let's just do horizontal 1. We'll do the red square. Horizontal 1, we're going to load that with the value of horizontal 1. No. We got to give it a starting, well, it's going to initialize at 0, but anything you can't divide into 0. So we're going to initialize it with the value of 1. Not taking song requests. Jesus Christ! You see how long it took us to do the first 21 notes of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? It's a good thing that song repeats itself into the other 42 notes. See how long it took me just to do that? All right. We're gonna load in this, and we're gonna load in vertical 1 is gonna also be initialized at 1. Now. Here's the kicker. New line. Now. So horizontal 1 and vertical 1, those are variables on their own. So I don't have to specify them as like an A or a B. So I can just always just hit, I can call. Uh-oh. Hang on. I can call it like a normal function. So horizontal 1 is going to be equal to vertical 1, and then horizontal 1 is going to be loaded into the value horizontal 1 mod I don't know, fuck it, 52. Who cares? Level mod 52. And now we're gonna load in vertical 1, and that's gonna be, we're gonna modulo that at we'll give it a we'll give it 17. Okay. So that this should just start making it jump around a little bit, because the modulo is gonna be returning different values like constantly. If I hit that, and we hit, I think we're good on status, so we hit the graphics. Line squares moving. Okay. Let's see. What if we make it 99? Maybe in modulo in 1, maybe it doesn't. Oh, you know what? It might not. That might not work, because it might only move a couple of times, because it's not gonna do the mod thing and then loop under. Yeah, no. See, it's only jumping around to 2 places. How are we looking on status here? All right, we're fine. I can do this. I can figure this out. I gotta use my big brain on this. Did I write on the back? Okay, I didn't. I thought I was gonna write on this. Kind of glad I didn't. It's not worth anything, but all right. I guess the way to kind of hide the jumps though would be to kind of obfuscate the mathematics. You could hide the numbers behind, but see, that's the thing. If you try to hide the numbers behind variables, it's going to add to the process. It's going to keep track of all this shit, and it's going to burn up the memory. So you can't do that. You got to think like way more efficient than that. No, you can only have the two squares, Fangermon. You get red and white. That's it, on a blue background. You can't even do a flag with that. You couldn't even fudge it to make an American flag. You couldn't just like make stripes or whatever. Okay. Figure this out. So this. Wait a minute. Hang on, is this? Oh no, that was okay. That was 52. Thought there's something weird going on here. Yeah, this is 78, 1978 when they did this. Alright, so we initialize at. Okay, well let's see. Maybe we can skip the initialization process. We can just cut out of this. Because if it's gonna start at 0. Start at 1. Do that. Horizontal 1 equals 1. Vertical 1 equals 1. I'm not doing this right. Vertical 1. I think this is going to achieve kind of the same thing we were just trying to do. Horizontal 1. I mean, that kind of does the same thing. It's kind of hard to look at too. I feel like that's easier, but me putting that line break there burned up more space. Alright, so we load it as 1. If we add some operators here, if we do plus. Tell you what, you know what we have? We actually have a multiplication thing here. We can do times, like, 5. Where does modulo go in the order of operation? That ain't part of PEMDAS, okay? Oh, where's that one? That ain't what the M stands for in PEMDAS. That's multiplication. I assume it's treated as division, right? So we're going to go horizontal 1, and we're going to multiply this times... Oh, we'll do this one times 7. Mod 17. So what is... Does this give us some semblance of, like, randomness? If I close this and hit run... it's not really random, it's just kind of doing a little this, a little bit of that. Alright.
I'm trying to think. How come the modulo thing is not? Is it because like? Is it because I'm going too big with that? Is it? Should this be? Should we put this to like 7? And then... Well, no, because this is going to make it not move even... It's going to move even slower. If we do this and make this like, I don't know, 4... It's not going to... Yeah, it's just kind of doing the same thing. I was kind of hoping I could just get like a big remainder. Like if you... What if we started the thing? What if we started this at, I don't know, 12? And we started this one at 35. It just keeps bouncing between like. How we looking on? Eating up a lot of memory moving this box between 3 spots. Okay. You guys see what I'm trying to do, right? Because I was trying to think like if I just seed the horizontal variable, like if I seed that variable with a number, and then I change it to that number times 5 modulo 7. Because if I just keep multiplying the number by 5, it's just going to keep incrementing, you know, not exponentially, but whatever the other term is, when it just keeps multiplying like that. It's just going to keep moving in a fixed thing. So it's not going to... So I was hoping that, like, you could, like, do the modulo thing and get kind of a pseudo-random number out of it, because it's just going to keep cycling around. Okay. What if we don't just multiply it? What if we just add instead of 5? What if we just add like a bigger number? If we just add 34 to this. Will that... It's just doing the same shit. Hang on. It didn't change anything. Linear. That's the word I was thinking of. Yes. I guess it's because it's... It's the modulo thing. It's because of this. If I take this out and then run it, it'll probably start jumping around. I mean, yeah, that's kind of... Well, no, now it's just bouncing to the left and the right. It's just doing something... It's... I got it to move the other way. I flipped it 180 degrees. So if we take this out... Is that... I mean, if we keep multiplying it by 7, though, that's... It's gonna overflow pretty quickly. It just keeps going. It's just... I'm just moving this thing around. Okay. What if we just... If I just make this 2, will it at least increment? No, it's not going to do that because I got this set to be such a big-ass number. Alright, fine. We'll bring this down to, I don't know, 6. Now go. This just... I'm taking the L right here. I'm able to make it do this. That's literally the only shape I can make it do. What if we remove the initialization? If we remove the seeding, will it...
I do? Hang on. Oh no, don't do it. It's gone. Oh, there it is. I mean, I kind of broke it, but it's like... Wait a minute, is it just like... Is it fucking like... This looks like my stocks. This is my fucking E-Trade account we're looking at here. It just always kind of jumps up and it just keeps doing that. It keeps going down. I mean, that's kind of what I was trying to get it to do. How do I make it, you know... It's only moving to the right, though. It's jumping. Okay. I accidentally... the whole program. Okay, what did I do? So... Horizontal 1, it's incrementing horizontally by 3. That's why it's only moving to the right. Vertical 1 is equal to vertical 1 times... Oh, is that just because it's just jumping around and it keeps overflowing? So if I hit back and if we multiply this by 3, if we have two different... you know what it was? But if I reset this, it's going to screw everything up because it's not going to initialize them correct. Hang on, I got to fix this because they're going to initialize at 0, and if you multiply, well, you guys know about 0. You multiply anything times 0 or 0 to anything else, it just you never get anything. Okay. Horizontal 1. Going to load that with 1. And horizontal, or vertical 1, we're going to load that with 1. Sure. Alright, so they'll start at 1, so we can actually work from there. And do that. And how are we looking at on the code here? Oh, we're doing good. Look at that. Doing pretty good. Okay. Set that. Got even more memory back. Look at that. I'm good at this. I'm good at... Okay. Oh, yeah, it's okay. I know what I did. Hang on, I know what I did. So. Maybe? I mean, like, once it gets going, I mean, that's, there is definitely kind of a pattern to it, you know? Like, if you watch it long enough, it will make a pattern. But that was, hang on, wait, let's stop. How much we running here? How much we running? Can we... If I swing this right, can I make the white block do something else? Can I do that? Will I have enough memory for that? If I go to horizontal 2 and we load this... Oh no, we gotta initialize it at 1 though. Okay. 1. How are we looking? Okay. Well, vertical 1? Okay. No. Let's see. Line. Ah, shit. I didn't do that right. God damn it. Hang on. This has to be initialized up at the beginning of the program, otherwise it's just going to keep resetting itself. Okay. I can fix this. This, 1, that, 1. No, not... Oh, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I fucked up my code. I don't think we have enough to... Okay. This, I think we tried to do something like this at the beginning of the stream and it didn't work.
horizontal 2. It'll equal to horizontal 2 times. Shit, we're 4? 5. Vertical 2 going to be equal to vertical 2 times 4. This might not work. We might not have enough juice. I'm on red, blue, green, white, and this needs to go to 3. Wait, where did I got a blank line of code. Why? That might have that's it right there. Okay, that could be the whole shebang-a-bang. How are we looking on code? 7? Can I run this? Ah, you motherfucker. Kind of. Okay. Stop. Stop whining. How far do we get with this? How much do we get? We don't get anywhere. That's just all it does. That screwed it up. Why did it screw it up? It can't even really, it can't do that many multiplies. It literally just can't. Like, does it matter if I, well, no, because I don't need to put, hang on. All right, if we do, okay, give me what little memory I can get back. If I go this, and I make if I make that 3, we're gonna try to bake the multiplication into this. I'm gonna start this at 2, and then we're gonna start this at 5. Okay. Now watch this absolute stupid shit that I'm gonna do here. Horizontal 1 is actually gonna be equal to vertical 1 times 3, and I don't think I'm actually changing anything. I think I'm just recycling things, and then vertical 1 is going to be equal to horizontal 1 times 2. Yeah, I'm not actually changing anything. I'm not simplifying anything. I'm just moving around where the variables are being called. God damn it. I mean, this isn't gonna really look. Uh-oh. I mean, what? Is it gonna burn up? Is it gonna burn up that much code if I? Wait, no, I am saving memory because I'm not writing so many things to the same variables all the time, right? No, I think this might. Okay, never mind. This might actually work. I take it back. I take it all back. So this is going to be vertical 2, and then vertical 2 is going to be equal to horizontal 2 times 4. And if I did this right, if I did that right, we got 23. We got 23 of those. No, that didn't work at all. Okay. Fine. I'm obsessing over trying to get both of the boxes to move at the same time. I don't think we can.
don't think we can do that. So let's just get horizontal 2 out of here. The dream of moving 2 fucking squares at the same time in this game, not happening. Okay. Now if I just do this. Howdy, Daniel. I'm programming. I'm figuring it out. I'm making it happen. Now if I do this, if I'm right about this, this should just jump around, right? I mean, it definitely does have a pattern to it. You can kind of tell. Does it always appear in the same? Yeah, it's not as random as it was a second ago. Even then, it wasn't very random. It's following the same path as it keeps like looping and wrapping around. And hang on, I wonder. We have more. We can afford to do more stuff with it now that we turn that off. So if we do will it get really mad if it... How mad will it get if I do... If I do times... Or... Welcome back, Alex. I'm majoring in computer science. And we're gonna do on this one. We're gonna go hog wild. We're gonna go times 6 on this one. If I multiply it too many times, is it gonna piss off the game? I'm just worried that like if I make it do too many operators, is it gonna be like, look, man, you fucking added me to making me do too much times. I feel like this is probably also moving in a pattern, but it might be kind of staggered because I'm just trying to like obfuscate the amount that it does. You know, and I know it does, like, I think it does... Does it follow the order of operations? Like, is that even... It's a good question. So if I... How are we looking at for memory here? We're doing alright. Okay. So if at the end here, if I just tell it plus, like 7... Like, not 7. We'll do 11. Right? And then we'll do, tell you what, we'll go crazy. We'll go minus. We'll do minus 11 on this. Well, even if it did order of operations anyways, it would still do multiplication first. Right? Because in my head, I'm like, it's not gonna do 6 minus 11 first. It's not gonna do that. It's gonna go left to right anyways. Okay. I mean, maybe it's doing something. You know. I think no matter what, it's always gonna have some kind of pattern to it, because you can only do so much with, you know, the thing. I was kind of hoping that, like, that's kind of I was trying to use the modulo thing, is because I was trying to intentionally make it overflow. But the issue is that I don't think, like, let me see something. Like, if you multiply it by a stupidly large number. Like, if I, you know, this, for example, where it's like, it's times 6, if we just make this times, like, 65, if it rolls over multiple times, does it, like, when it, I'm trying to figure out, when it hits 99, does it just stop whatever it's doing and roll back at 0? If you multiply something by 65, it's going to hit 100 multiple times in one computation, so will it keep subtracting 100 until it's under the thing? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Let's find out.
Now it just doesn't move at all. It didn't beep. It didn't ding. What happened? What did I do? I pissed it off. Oh, it's still running. It's just not computing anymore? Did it establish equilibrium? What did I do? Get this. Run now. See, that's maybe the number's too. Maybe it just can't compute. Maybe telling it to multiply. What was it? It was something ridiculous. I was like, maybe telling it to multiply, you know, a 2-digit number by a 2-digit number, and it's going to be several hundred. You know what I mean? Like, if it goes over 100 too high, you know, like if you make it cross 200, does it know that? Does it know to reset it to just cut the 2 off? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not doing a good job explaining that idea. Hopefully I'm getting that across. I don't know. What is the stack say? Bring up the stack. That's just the...
Yeah, you can see it doing the computations there.
It's kind of moving around. Like I said, this is probably as close as we're gonna get it to moving around randomly.
I don't know. I guess kind of hypnotic. I mean, I guess you know, it's impressive. It's impressive for what we're doing it on. You know what I mean? Like this is the fact that I'm doing this on the Atari. You know, it's great. It's great. I guess that's So I'm looking at that code, seeing if like, was there anything I can do differently? Like, can I make it more random if I? What if I change this to a subtract? If we subtract 3 and then multiply it by 4, and then add 11. And then on this one, what if we add 2? I think it fucked up again, didn't it? Yeah, it's just holding at that. I think it's because the numbers are too big. Yeah, you know, that's what it is. The numbers are too big. As you can see, it keeps trying to multiply the same numbers and stuff like that. So, yeah. There's apparently a butter zone here where if you're trying to make the numbers too big, it just will not work. Can we fix it? Just kind of taking a shot in the dark here. 2 times... what if we get rid of this and make this into 3? We reinitialize all of our variables here. Oh shit, no, DD, no! I'm on the wrong thing here. Turn that off, hit run. Now we're just kind of creeping around. It's just like occasionally. No, it's just constantly sliding up. I've managed to reinvent the broken ass Pong game from earlier. Awesome. I did it. I totally did it. It doesn't even beep. This is Pong without sound. Registered trademark. Great. Well, you know, I had it working for a little while. I managed to get it to do a random thing. All right. Let me go back to this. All right. Move to that. And You know what I noticed is that despite adjusting my TV thing, it didn't actually change it on that. Maybe it's only on that one setting. So if I ever change it back to like component video cables, it's gonna look like shit. Composite rather. All right, so let me turn that off so it's not just running this whole time. I figured, it's at 10:30. I figured it would probably. I don't want to say we did everything there is to do in basic programming because it is a programming thing. So you can kind of the whole point is that you can just make up whatever it is you want to do, but there's not a lot you can do. Really, it's not a lot. We managed to make it play music. We did Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. We did all the test programs. We got the clock, and I tried to make the clock. I tried to retrofit it using the modulo thing to make it count to 100, and the system was like, nope, don't know about that triple digit. Can't do it. I really thought I pulled a fast one on the Atari. I'm like, oh yeah, you can't count to 3 digits, huh? Well, look at this. But it got me in the end. Honestly, I think that's the highlight of the stream is when it went to 99, went to 100 and went, and it did that little buzz. I'm like, motherfucker. Really thought I had it. Really thought I did. Like I said, this was a little curiosity thing for me. I have wanted to add basic programming to my collection for the 2600 for quite some time, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's one of those games. It's kind of like how when you have the like the thing for the GameCube that plays the Game Boy games, you have the base and you have the disc that goes in that lets you use the base. And before there was like Swiss and things like that, you know what I mean? Like it's if you had one but not the other, they were individually worth a little bit less than if you had both of them together, because they're useless unless you have the other thing. So if you have one, you can kind of just sell it to somebody who might be missing that one thing, and they're still going to pay close to collector's price or whatever it was for it. This is basic programming is kind of the same thing. The cartridge on its own it's like a $14-15 cartridge. It's relatively uncommon. I don't know if you guys might be surprised to hear this. This one didn't exactly fly off the shelves. Got like 1, maybe 2 production runs because Atari was like, we got to commit to this because we made these goddamn controllers for it. As far as I know, nothing else really used these controllers. I think there's Magicard, which was an exceedingly rare thing produced by Comavid toward the end of the Atari's life. That's a similar thing that you can program on, except I think it uses like bank switching or something in the cartridge. It has a larger ROM, because when this was made in 78, basic programming. I want to say this is a 2 or a 4 kilobyte ROM. Probably a 2, because there's no graphics, there's barely any sound. I think it's a 2K ROM. So that's ridiculous. You can't fit anything on that. So I think like Magicard has a larger internal memory, and it kind of ham-fists that into utilizing it as RAM instead of the onboard system RAM, because the 2600 only ever had 128 bytes of RAM. That's it. It's all it had to work with. So later programs did do that, and if you guys thought the 24-page manual for basic programming was stupid, Magicard comes with a fucking book. Actual book. I don't even know what programming language it's in, but too hard. This 24-page, that's enough. Basic, easy. I like it. Simple. Pequeño. I can understand it. So like I said, not a lot of things utilize these controllers. This one and Magicard come to mind. And I'm sure there might be a couple of other things. You can't really use these for anything else. It's just not you can't press multiple buttons at a time. It's a very deliberate kind of thing. You don't need the overlays to use basic programming. You really just need these things. But you need 2 of them because they were sold in a pair. And they each plug in individually. But you need to have both of them plugged into the system at the same time because there's too many buttons. So you need to have both. You need to have 2 keypad controllers. You don't need the overlays because you can basically print off a diagram and look at the diagram and just press but that's a pain in the ass. This is basically complete except for the box that I have. So I was like, fine. And I already spent like $55 plus shipping on this damn thing. So I got this because I've always wanted to have this game and to mess around with it. I've never done anything with it, and I've kind of heard that like you can't do anything with it. You kind of can't. You really kind of can't. You can do a few things, and they're all right. But I honestly feel like we've done everything we've done some derivative of everything there is to do that you can do with basic programming. And it's like a one-off stream. I just wanted to feature this as like a goof-off kind of thing, because that's that's just what it is. So I'm glad I got this. This will be in my collection of crap. It's an interesting little relic from another era that this game only exists because Atari didn't want to get their ass sued because they called their thing a computer, and apparently you can only program on a computer. So if you can't program on the Atari video computer system, well then it's false advertising. That's just the stupidest thing. But I guess they saw it as a the gaming market was just kind of starting out in the 70s. So maybe they thought this guy had a leg to stand on. They were like, oh shit, we got to do something. So they just cobbled this together. It's an interesting oddity for the 2600 because it's one of those things where it's the only thing that uses this that I can think of that came out at this time, and it exists purely to purely to satisfy one very specific legal stipulation, and then that's all they did. But I think it's interesting that like just to fulfill that, they had to think like, well shit, you can't program with a joystick with one button on it, so they had to invent this stuff, and it's like a lot of moving parts were involved with the production of this, and it's not even really good at what it does. If you wanted to program something, why the fuck would you buy the Atari 2600 that just plays like Combat and Space Invaders and shit? You could have bought like a Commodore or something, or an Amiga, you idiot. I just kind of feel like it was somebody, like an ambulance chaser kind of situation. You know what I mean? Somebody looking for a thing. But it's, do I think the guy who intended to sue them ever played basic programming? Probably not. Probably not, because I don't think he cared about programming in the slightest. I think he saw an opportunity to maybe score a legal win and get a free ride on somebody else's dime. I don't think he gave a fuck about programming. I think he just thought he had a gotcha. And when Atari said, have your grandma pull the car around, the guy was like, motherfucker. I guess I gotta get a job now. I don't know. But it's, if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't have played it. Fuck it, I don't care. But so, I'm satisfied with all of this. I know it's, as a programming tool, it's an open-ended sort of thing, but we made it play Twinkle Twinkle. I tried to get a randomized number thing with the square moving around. I tried to make it count to 100. And then we did all the simple sample programs in there. I mean, I really, that's probably all there really is to do. You can make it print text to the screen, but it doesn't matter because you can't assign text to a variable in this game, and you can't do anything with the text you've loaded in. You can make it print something and then print the number next to it, and you can only fuck with the number. So, you can't even have it so that, like, if you wanted to make it so that you could register a key press, and then depending on that, you could have it display like dog, cat, monkey. You can't even do that because there's no way to have a matrix or a table or like anything. Like, you can't do any of that in this at all. You can make it press a button and you can say 2. Right? That's it. That's it. So it's not a lot you can do, but it is an interesting thing. And I feel I was enthusiastic throughout the stream because as I was reading this manual and doing the sample programs, I was actually learning how to use it and goof around with stuff in real time. You guys saw me figuring this shit out and learning. I think it's just really cool. I'm excited about that because I'm like, yeah, it's not a skill I'm ever going to need. I'm never going to foster it. I'm going to forget it by tomorrow. But in this moment, not only was I euphoric, in this moment, I was a programmer. For a very brief time. No. And Fanjamon's right, coming soon to Cola Inc., Sword Quest, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Water, with the basic programming. Oh, doing speedruns with these. You know what? I don't even think these register as inputs. Like, I don't think you can click this and register, like, left and right, and I don't think it does. I don't think it does. So yeah, speaking of Sword Quest, coming up on September 21st, that's a Sunday, September 21st, we're going to be starting some chill streams of Sword Quest, Earth World, Fire World, Water World, and Air World. I played through all 4 games. I've got the original comic books and everything. I'm going to try to... I really don't know a lot about the Sword Quest games. I've never beaten them, and I've never read a walkthrough. I've never really seen a speedrun of any of them. And they've been out for like 45 years. So I've managed to stay completely in the dark. So I would like to figure out all 4 Sword Quest games. Air World was never released, but Digital Eclipse did make a game for the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection that's based on the notes and the very little work that was done planning for the game. They did design a game in the spirit of that to utilize that and follow those notes as closely as possible. So it's not an official thing, but Air World does exist, so we're going to feature that one too. But that starts September 21st. There's a very good reason for that. If you think about Earth, Wind, and Fire, you'll figure that out pretty quickly. So that's starting out on that in September. We got other things happening throughout the year as well, but that's just Atari related. I want to thank 1UP Restorations for the system. They did a bang up job, worked great. You know, something that wasn't meant to have RCA output like that, it works just fine. They got the signal, they keyed in, they locked it in, and it's good. I like it. And thank you for the Heavy Sixer model, because I did not own one in that style yet. Now I do. I got that one. I got the Force Switch. I got the Vader. It's all good. So that's all I got for you on Gatorbox tonight. Thank you for swinging by. Friday, I don't think I have a game picked out because we moved some things around on the schedule. Like I said, the thing we were going to have the very first week we were back on the air this year, I had to bump that game because it didn't work. I shifted everything back, and I didn't fill anything in for the schedule. So I will think of something. So I'll post it in the Discord when I figure it out. I'll probably get it done tomorrow when I have some time to actually think about what I've done. I want to play something that's not like Switch or PC, because that's all we've kind of done this year. I want to kind of look elsewhere in my collection, so we'll figure something out. So I'll see you guys in the Discord in the meantime. Thanks for coming out the stream tonight. Appreciate it. Love you guys. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna pick this up and put these controllers away and check off basic programming in my collector's app. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Good night. I love you. God bless. I'll see you back here Friday for I think Invite Bands is the Gator Unbox, and then